Are we rolling?
We are rolling. Episode 6. I think we got 60 on the dot.
No, this is 60
on the dot. Or is this 59?
I think it's 60. This one's 60.
This is 60?
Yeah.
And what a better way to do a Halloween episode. We are live from Wicked Craft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got Macho Man Savage. Clearly, we all know who I am. I'm the Marshmallow. And we got Al. Al, you chose a interesting Halloween costume.
Well, I figured I'd just be a cunt for 2 hours, so that's why I'm Justin. So I'm Bernard Cozy today. Yeah.
So he just shows up. I was so pissed because you just had a jacket on, then you ripped that bad Larry off.
I really should have done it on
camera. I see
camera.
the fake tats, and then that's how that all comes about. But gotta love it.
If you want to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ, my friend. You know the cream rises to the top.
Okay, so you're going to do this the whole episode? Do you think you're going to do this the whole episode?
I like that.
I'm going to do this for as long as I can.
Okay.
How about I do? Punch Drunk Love, welcome to society.
Those aren't even the words.
I'm close, right? Am I close, Steve?
How about the guy, though, across the street as we're obviously waiting to get in here? Justin is just sticking out. It's gray outside. It's disgusting. It's fucking gross out. Justin is just glowing in gold glimmer. And some guy, what that guy say across the street, he's like, oh my God, it's Macho Man Savage.
And I was like, yeah, brother.
Justin just looks and goes in his hands, goes, oh yeah. That guy loved it. He really did. He came across and he's like, I love that, dude. I love that spirit. What a costume. But I love Halloween.
I asked him if he wanted to fight me for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, there we go.
He didn't want the smoke from the Macho Man. I had my Queen Elizabeth with me, and she gave me a nice little before we got here.
Oh, she blew you. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's good.
That's
good
always
to know.
good.
So technically, if she blew you, she really blew me.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If you think about it.
Those are
Just
fighting.
said, oh yeah. Halloween, though.
I don't know how long I can do that voice, guys.
No,
I gotta be honest with you.
you can't do it.
I'm already hurting myself.
Well, I can't even think of one of his lyrics for some reason. So I don't know if that's a testament to my bad memory or how bad his music is. It's one or the other.
That is ridiculous. First of all, you pull up, you're like, I'm not even wearing a costume. I'm like, you're ridiculous. You're going to make me dress like Macho Man. This kid's going to be Marshmallow Man. And then you're not wearing nothing. That's like so rude. And then I look down, you have this Rick and Morty hat and some glasses inside. I go, what is this? What are you going to be? Rick and Morty, dude? What a stupid costume. And then you go just rip it off and I just see your stupid tattoos and I'm like, you're such a scumbag, dude. That's what you want.
Literally, he legit found, of course, a loophole into wearing a costume and to literally being you.
Hey, all I know is like if they imitate you, you're doing something right.
Hey, listen, you have a counter officially for this year's Halloween. Somebody is actually dressed as Bernard
That is
Cozy.
one person.
It's
yeah.
one person. No,
Imagine
I'll
if
tell you
there
right
was
now.
someone out in like Russia or like Thailand or something just dressed as you. Isn't there some weird country that like bumps your shit?
Yeah, there's actually Germany loves me.
Uzbekistan?
A lot of people in Europe, to be honest with you.
I heard you're real popular on the Gaza Strip right now. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
A little Hamas.
The little Hamas, yeah, they're bumping your shit, dude.
They're playing it till they kidnap
Murdering children, dude. They're playing Bernard
They're just
Cozy.
playing Bernard Cozy to everyone they kidnapped over on repeat
It's
as
the torture.
torture.
They're the torture, okay.
What a
So they
sin.
kidnap people. Yeah, that's a bad joke. Why you bring that up?
I don't know. You brought it up. Yeah, so this is the Halloween episode. Like Nico said, we are at Wicked Craft. And there's really no better fitting location to do the Halloween episode. This place is great.
Do you see this shit? I mean, if you guys can only see what the whole place looks like, we really are like in a jungle. Not being biased since I do work here, but I love this place. It is fantastic. The look is just something different.
No, it's solid for sure.
It's unbelievable. And so
I love
we
this
thank them for
place.
hosting us.
I wouldn't go anywhere in the North End besides this place. Don't go anywhere wherever
Anywhere
any other
else in
people
the
work.
North End.
Don't do that. Sundays, you should see how much confetti is on this floor right now. Clearly, Sundays are fucking rocking here. This brunch, I can't believe I've never been here before for brunch. I will be here next Sunday at brunch, looking at just the floor.
Just
The floor is
Just
telling
look
me
at the
I need to
floor.
be here.
And then
And-
we want a confetti counter. Just how many times the confetti gets popped.
We got $100 bills laying on this floor like
Nobody's
strip
business.
club.
I feel like I should have been the $1 million man instead
I
of
know
Macho Man.
that would have been a bit better outfit choice.
We should
for
have
you.
been the NWO, the three of us. That would have been solid.
What about NWA? What's that stand for?
I don't know.
No,
Ninjas
okay.
with the attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, NWO would have been good
NWO would have been great.
because I kind of have a skullet like Hulk Hogan. Like I could have played that.
You
long
could have,
hair,
but
like
you would
show
have
off
had
a
it.
little bit.
I
half
could
of
have
that.
been.
You would have had to shave your fucking.
Yeah,
I could have
head,
been
though.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I could have just. I think I could have just died because he went NWO. Just would have went tight, black,
black, and then-
Scott Hall died,
blonde.
Dude, I love
Dude,
that.
Matthew Perry died.
Matthew
Dead.
Perry did die.
That is very sad.
Did you see
His
online?
friends weren't
Yeah, but
around.
hey, did you see? Are you gonna say what I? Are you gonna say
He
what I?
had no friends at the end.
He had
'cause
no
just-
friends.
He just died in that
He
jacuzzi
had
by
no
himself,
friends.
dude.
I mean, dude, he did die. What? Alone in his jacuzzi?
Yeah, he died.
That's
alone
why
in his
you shouldn't
jacuzzi.
jacuzzi after midnight, people. That's what I always
I
say.
remember one time we were in Florida. We were in Naples, Florida. We went there for 2 weeks, and your mother got so fucked up. She was drinking, I forget what she was drinking. I think she was just drinking vodka on the rocks, Nico.
Nice.
And we had a jacuzzi, and my mother was panicking because it looked like she kept falling asleep in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
And
I
my mother
remember
was just
that.
like, "Oh, you can't be fucking in a jacuzzi
Wasn't she just
when you're
floating,
hammered
but-
like that." She was
Yeah.
floating in this jacuzzi. So that's how I picture Matthew Perry went out, just like your mother almost did.
Oh wow.
Okay, so that maybe he was having a
So
little
what
bit.
do you do? Have a heart attack and then just drowned?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. That's for Matthew Perry. Sorry,
There's
bud.
people going to the friend's house and paying their respects in New York.
It's
That's
an
like an
actual
actual
house.
house?
Are they going
Yeah.
to like the Central Park thing, the
No,
coffee
I think,
place?
I don't
See,
know. I don't know if they're going outside of like the coffee shop that they always walk in. I
Your
don't know if-
brother's like obsessed with that show. That
My
was
bro-
something
yeah.
like my
Show's
mom always
overrated.
You think my
watched.
brother,
overrated.
You think
It's
my
not my
brother even
favorite.
gave two thoughts to Matthew Perry's death, or do you think right now he's crying, curled up in a ball in his room?
I don't know,
'cause
but I
he's
think
such
I
a
am.
Friends
I am.
super fan.
I am legitimately turning into a full fledged troll online, and I see the.
No way.
I'm morphing like
Not
I
you,
told
not
every
you.
single person that put up a Matthew Perry post. I just said sorry for your loss. Every single one, like on every single thing, I was just like
That's
they were
so
like,
fucked up.
I just gave the prayer hands. Sorry for your loss of the prayer hands because people acting like it changed their life whatsoever. You could be sad about something, but don't act like your brother died. Okay, that's what
I
gets me
think
mad.
I had a very overreaction to Paul Walker dying because I was like all gung ho for Fast and Furious, and my friends honestly rashed the shit out of me. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, bro, your bro died." I'm like, "No, just Paul Walker's." Like, "All right, so did you know him?" It's like, "No, not at all." Like, "Did he know who you are?" I'm like, "No, not at all." Like, so what the fuck are you making a big ass
It's
deal
crazy,
for?
dude. It's crazy.
Stan-
I
Chrissy
don't
was
really
bawling her
un-
eyes out at the Improv Asylum over Paul Walker dying. It was insane.
Was she hammered?
We drunk a little bit, but
Did
she
you make
definitely
fun
wasn't
of her
that.
the whole time?
Of course, I was like, "Are you serious right now?"
That's like
She's
ridiculous.
like, "Paul Walker just died." I'm like,
that
yeah,
would be
Paul Walker
that would
died.
be fucking Sabs if Haley Williams died.
I always say that the reason that Paul Walker died is the reason why my son was born.
Yeah.
Because we got real fucked up after that. I was like, all right, we got to get these drinks flowing, get the vibes back up.
Get the vibes back up, and then all of a sudden
Then
you
I
didn't
didn't
pull
pull
out,
out.
and
That's
now
what
you got
happened.
a
That's
fucking
how-
kill.
now we have a kid. Thanks, Paul Walker.
So your son was conceived due to the death of Paul Walker.
100%.
That's amazing.
It was funny because I
amazing.
did. Okay, I mean, we're gonna get real graphic here, guys. So this is not a PG-13 thing. I didn't pull out, obviously, right?
Oh,
And
no
So then
kidding.
I went
Yeah.
to the bathroom to piss,
right.
and I come back, and she still got her legs over her head in the bed. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And she looked like a fucking like Thanksgiving turkey, dude. She had her legs over her head. She's like, I heard that if you just hold your legs behind your head, it won't come out, so you'll be pregnant.
She just do this every time now.
No, I mean, well, we haven't tried to have a kid since.
Yeah.
Well, I think we did once. Miscarriage. Don't feel bad for us though.
I don't.
Okay. Anyways, the Bill Murray. I mean, what's his name? William Perry.
Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
I'm all over the
did
place.
that strike a flame and so start another kid then?
No, Matthew Perry, right?
She's like, I love that show.
These people, Barstool put up a post, right? And it said Matthew Perry said 1969 to 2023. That was the whole post.
Yeah.
and 600,000 people like that post. I'm like,
That's
this is the
crazy.
craziest thing I've ever seen. Like,
Well, they're so popular. What are you gonna do?
yeah, but you're liking a post that's just like he's dead. He's dead. Let's like the post. You know what I mean? It didn't even say rest in peace.
I totally.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I totally understand what you're saying. Totally understand. It does make, and it's even like reposting it.
You
Like
look like a
I did repost it, and
you
I
look
said,
like a stone stormtrooper right now.
me?
Yeah, you look like a high stormtrooper.
Are you
mellow.
worried at all about the audio with you wearing a fucking mask covering your entire face? Like, did that ever come through your mind? Like, maybe we should not be
No.
wearing a mask covering the face.
No, I might sound a little nasally, maybe. I don't know. I
He
did
usually
Sundays.
screams.
I did
so-
Sunday. I did Sundays. I am trying to speak like a little bit louder than how I usually am and clear. But I did the Sunday service video and that came out not that bad.
It actually, I did notice that actually that, you know, I was probably only the second person that actually watched Sunday service.
Oh
probably for the
hell
week.
yeah!
I was one of two people who watched Sunday service video. Maybe,
Yeah.
Did you watch it? So maybe three.
No,
Three of
I
us
watched
watched
it.
it on the socials because no one watches that. No one comments. I don't know why. I just don't think they care about his picks because he loses all the time. But I did notice that your voice actually sounded really good on it. And
Oh,
you're doing
thank
a little,
you. I
yes,
appreciate
so,
that. At
yeah.
least I can get. At least we can
Yeah.
get that involved.
You
That's
did have
good.
a nice tone.
What
Yeah.
I do like about this whole thing is we could cut this any way we want to cut any clip, and we can make him say whatever we want because doesn't have to match the lips.
Oh, exactly.
So we could do every racial slur we want to do on him. So we could just legitimately be like, he could just be like, I'm a homosexual, and then we'll just put that on his
Absolutely.
On his face.
Oh,
I think we're gonna.
I
What do
didn't
you
really
think?
think of that. We got fog inbound now. Now this shit's getting
Legitimately, if you don't come here, what are you doing with your life? Like
Yeah.
you go to a brunch and you're going to some other
As
places.
soon as she's not
You're a
pregnant
loser.
anymore,
You
she's
are
making
a
me fucking come
loser,
back.
This
here.
place is just something else.
I love it.
You like
It's a
that?
Halloween episode. I'm all fired up.
You like that?
Okay, I have 3 drinks for you guys.
We love
We got
this.
three
Let's
drinks.
go.
We have our first. We're gonna have our
the-
first little guest.
Here
We're
we
gonna
go.
have our first guest on as well.
This is the light espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Award winning. That's proof, right, Kata?
Yes. No, we got the trophy on there.
Yep.
This is the morning in Miami.
Hell
Morning
yeah.
in Miami.
Oh, they do got the trophy.
It's our most popular tequila drink. I'll say that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then this
I like
is
the
Red
edible
Bull.
flower
This
in
is a
there.
Halloween cocktail.
Halloween. Okay. Awesome.
That is spicy tequila and watermelon liqueur.
Okay.
This is dangerous.
I know those morning Miami's go down.
And
so
this has. Why don't, sit down.
Can I?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right in
Can I
there.
make myself my favorite drink?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Go do it.
Yes.
All right, we got some
We'll-
drinks here. First of all, these look unfucking
We're gonna
real.
put. I'm gonna put that right up front.
Look at the layering on it. I'm gonna
They
hold
look
it up.
almost too good to drink. They look like works of art,
Dude,
honestly.
I think everything in this place looks like works
It
of
is.
art.
It is amazing
It's-
how we're able to do
is
this. How
awesome.
she's able to do this. She puts together all these crazy, great looking cocktails, and they taste unbelievable as well. Like you said, back in late August, I think it was, we had an espresso martini, Mr. Martini Showdown on a yacht. We took out 12 other restaurants. We brought home the belt. Yeah, this is what was there. It was the light. It was the light and the dark. But you know,
Oh, is those Marco's friends? Mr. Martini boys? Is that
no,
the same
those
people?
are Steele and Naz guys. They're just
Oh, okay.
local guys. Wayman
local guys.
Yeah,
Those are
Wayman.
local guys. Shout
I
out.
thought Marco
shout
loved
out to
those
being a
guys. I
local
thought
guy.
Marco always talked about
Probably.
them. Yeah.
I do like the fact that the it says Wicked Craft Company right on the espresso martini.
Well, when I was here with what's his name,
That's cool.
one of the girls we were with loves feet, so we got feet printed on it.
You can get literally anything.
Anything you want, we can print
anything
it on this.
realistically. So,
How?
Wait, how? Yeah.
She's got a printer. They got
bro,
a
do you
printer back
know?
there.
Do you know Frank Ocean's? I think Katya will remember this one. Do you remember Frank Ocean's? What was that album cover? Gold or whatever it was. Yes.
Like a single, it was maybe the single cover.
Oh, so it's when he's basically covered in gold paint though, like with his hands over his face, and it came out crystal clear on the kid's martini. Like,
Well, you could have got Bad Brain on there.
100%.
yes,
So that's
we
We'll,
could
literally
have.
definitely,
a
we'll get
printer,
one of
yeah.
those and we'll put it on the Instagram for
It's
sure
a
before
full
we go
printer?
because
that doesn't.
what do you load into the printer?
Yeah.
Is it like a cocoa powder or any powder? Okay, all right.
not too much secret sauce. Can't give up the secret sauce.
Um,
Everybody, welcome Katya.
hi.
Hi, Kati. How are you?
Good, how are you?
The
Good.
bar manager
Yes.
of Wicked Craft,
That's
one of
me.
the geniuses behind all of these lovely, lovely drinks.
Should we cheers before
I
we,
think we
we
should.
take a
Of
little
course.
sippy?
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers-o.
Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Halloween.
I'm drinking the most deadly drink on the menu right
Yes.
now.
What is that?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Rain.
It's all blueberry and like liquor and vodka and Yep. I think
that's
we should put like a
delicious.
little warning label on the menus next time.
Yeah, you're
Like
gonna do some
2
dumb
max
shit. You're
per
gonna make some
person.
bad decisions when you drink that.
Yep.
I like that.
It is.
It
is-
really
is-
does sneak up on
So
you.
this has
so
black
good.
charcoal in it, activated charcoal.
Yep, which I learned the other day. Like stops your birth control from working.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Think
Wait,
about
so you learned the hard way? What are we saying here? She's like, actually, I'm pregnant right now.
Oh my
all
god,
because
not
of
anymore.
the-
Not if I was not after drinking this.
So wait a
Jesus,
minute.
this.
You're telling me activated charcoal
Yeah.
stops your birth control from working? So how many girls do you think have no
I
idea?
served
that
a lot of these over the weekend, and I didn't realize it until my friend came in like last night or yesterday, and was like, "You know that drink with the charcoal in it? Like, you should be careful with that because it stops. Apparently, it stops like any medication from working because it absorbs everything in your body."
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know.
Wow. There goes my high blood pressure.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But going back to the printer though, we can print literally anything. I've
That's
had people
cool.
print sonograms and stuff on like to
Oh,
tell
that's
their
actually
partner they're
awesome.
pregnant. Yeah, that was cute.
Oh wow! Imagine that. Like,
Let me
oh,
get my
honey, do
lips
you love
around
your
that
drink? They just,
espresso.
like,
Taste
Oh, the
that.
espresso one's delicious, guys. I can see why they won
Thank you.
Best of
I'm
Boston.
a big fan of edible flowers too. It's a nice little touch.
Hey, whoa, hold on. Does that have actual espresso in it?
Yeah, of course, of course, high quality
He can't-
espresso.
God,
oh
that's
my
gonna get
god! He just drank real espresso.
That's gonna get me.
Has he never done that
He
before?
gets all
I
jacked.
got
up.
some reflux.
He's got acid reflux.
Oh,
he got a
God.
sip
Oh,
of caffeine
Like, sip of
espresso.
caffeine, this
There
kid's
goes my
loser.
acid reflux. I took a sip of the fucking activated charcoal, and then
Oh my
that.
God.
This is gonna be a short
Oh,
episode.
what's in this
guys.
again?
So that's ghost tequila.
Okay.
So it's like spicy ghost pepper tequila, watermelon liqueur, some simple syrup. There's egg white in it. I should have asked if you guys have allergies. I usually do, but
No, we're good.
okay.
You're trying to kill all of
No,
us
we're
right
good.
now.
We're good.
All right.
No,
Okay.
no.
Cool.
I'm just allergic to the haters. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
And
This
there's
is-
charcoal in it, and the top of it is like a rhubarb. I have rhubarb liqueur back there, and I put like a drop of red food coloring it into like a spray bottle,
Yeah.
and that's just like it's like a rhubarb splatter kind of thing. It tastes like
I
strawberries.
can't believe you guys are doing this elevated of drinks and then you hire Nico. Like those two things don't make sense
Nico's
to
a
me.
great addition to the team, honestly.
He brings the energy. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
he does.
Oh man, I love working here. It is
Yeah.
fantastic. It is we as a team we do such a
That's
great
really
job
good.
at like experience. Like when you come here, it's like all about experience on top of everything else that we have to offer. And we never really leave a stone unturned to never give you a reason not to come back. Like
Yeah.
people always coming back because of like how we take care of them and everything that they get in front of them. And from the minute they sit down to the minute they leave.
It's a beautiful thing.
I love it. So a couple questions for you, Kati.
Yes.
So take us through. So how long have you been bartending for? Would you say?
I've been bartending honestly since like the second I graduated college. I didn't really like want to have I wasn't sure like what I really wanted to do. And
Yeah.
my family friends owned a restaurant in Belmont.
Okay.
Is that where you're
And
from?
no,
Belmont?
I'm from Wellesley.
Okay.
Yeah. But they owned a restaurant and they were like, we need to hire some summer help, whatever. And so I started serving. And then I just like wanted to get behind the bar. I just thought it looked fun. And honestly, I was like, that's kind of hot if I like knew how to bartend. I just like the bartenders are honestly, that was that really was kind of part of it. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's been like 2 years? Yeah, like 2 years. But it's been like the only thing I've done. I've done it like full time for 2 years.
good.
So I've had a lot of like practice.
You have
I
fun
guess.
and you can make a ton
Yeah.
of money bartending.
Yeah, it's been
Make a
fun.
lot
So I
of
started
money
working
bartending.
here, like kind of off and on. Steve was a friend of mine from like before he opened the restaurant. So when I saw that he opened it, I came in to support just like as a friend, and I literally never left. Like,
Yeah, that's
I was
awesome.
working at the other restaurant when I came in, and Steve like would ask me to pick up shifts here and there to help out because it was like a new thing. So
Yep.
people were coming and going. And so I got behind the bar a couple times here. And yeah, then I kind of just started like picking up more and more shifts, and then I was on the schedule just part time, and then it kind of shifted over to like a full time thing last October. I just celebrated my 1 year here, which is so
Nice.
cute.
Congratulations.
And,
Yeah.
and then I started managing and like took over the bar program in February.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Now, what is probably one of the I don't know how to say it, like maybe like awkward or like just
Craziest.
craziest encounters you've ever had over the bar with somebody?
So Honestly, like thankfully less stuff has happened here to me
Yeah.
than at the other restaurant because
Okay.
the other restaurant I dealt with a lot of like townies.
The North
in
End's not
Belmont.
too bad. It's a lot of
Yeah, but
lot
also
of
here we have
travelers.
like I work with like some big guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and especially like on a Saturday night, that's when people get really rowdy. We have like the big bartender behind the bar with me. So like, if anyone says anything weird to me, like they wouldn't. First of
I'm
all,
sure
because-
it happens.
Yeah.
But I've had people ask me to print like a dick pic on the printer.
their own.
Yeah, their own, or like, this girl a couple weeks ago was like, "Can you print a dick pic on like the printer?" And I was just like, I was like, I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna
But
do
I've been
that.
asked that like a few times. if
I think
could,
you should
like-
just be.
but
I
they
think
were
the
being
answer
serious.
you should definitely just be like, we can't print things that small. I think that's
Oh
what
my
you should say every time. No, sorry, we can't
your
print things that
go-to
small.
answer.
Sorry.
Just come up with a quality that you really think it's
Yeah,
gonna.
stop it! Wait, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's
That
the way it
is so
is.
funny.
Yeah.
The machine's gonna detect that. They're not gonna want that. It's just not gonna come out the way that you think it's gonna.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I've been asked that, but like I have to give my number to people who want like a printer,
yeah.
like a picture printed.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
And
And
so
it's gotta be a personal?
It depends. Yeah, it depends like who's asking for the print.
Yeah.
If it's someone who looks normal or like a girl or something, I'll give them my number.
Yeah.
But there's been a few times where like a guy has gotten like my number from the printer and like hit me up after weirdly, just whatever. And I'm just like, I don't reply and I just delete it. But
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
do
also
that.
just like, it's like a boundary kind of thing, like,
Yeah, I know, that's-
absolutely.
you know,
That's great.
some bartenders use fake names too.
That's,
Yeah,
I mean,
oh, yeah,
that's
that's
not
the-
bad.
that's the
If
move.
you would have a fake name, have you ever used a fake name?
I think, well, yeah, there was this one guy who was like a raging alcoholic who would come into the bar in Belmont, not here.
Yeah.
And it was actually like so sad. But he would come in just hammered, whatever, every night. And I forget what I told him my name was. I think I told him my name was like Bia or something because it was the wife's name of the bartender I was working with.
Okay.
And so it was the first name that came into my head.
I just thought
honestly.
about that rapper from Boston.
I love
Bia.
her.
Yeah.
I love her.
I cut
She was
somebody
just
off
here.
last night. Yeah. Well, not cut them off. I stopped them. They came into the door, could barely stand up. the stumbling, it was supposed to be a 6. Puts his name on. I'm like, yeah, right now it's about 45 minutes. They come back. There's 2 of them out of the 6. I'm like, oh, is the rest of your party coming? And the lady could barely speak. She was like, they're not coming, just the 2 of us. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'm like, just wait here 1 second. I talk to the server. I say, hey, I'm going to sit you a table. It's going to be table 6 wall.
Yeah.
I go, I'm not going to serve them any more alcohol. They can get any food that they want. So I go back up to them and I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to sit you, but I can't serve you any more alcohol while you're in here, okay? Is that okay before I sit you down? And the guy's like, why? I'm like, well, I just don't feel comfortable doing so.
Dude, cutting people off is.
It's very
It's my
weird.
favorite thing ever.
It's her favorite thing to
I
do.
love
Like,
it.
So if I need somebody to like cut somebody off, she's like behind the bar. She's like, "Who do you want cut off?" I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
done.
I don't know. Me
So
and the
you
first
just,
time, she's
like
"Get out
how
of the
you
way."
just cut
Like,
me off
Literally.
mid-story?
She's like, "Get out of the way."
Like,
I'll
you
do
drink
it.
it
I'm
because
like,
I let you
okay.
drink. Like,
Kind of like how you just cut me off?
Yeah, he likes
Yeah,
to
a
do
little
that.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy sits down. The girl sits down. The waitress goes up to the table. And the girl's like, yeah, I'll have an old fashioned. And he's like, yeah. So the waitress was like, did Justin talk to you? And the girl just like rolled her eyes and they got up and stormed out. They just left. That was
Yeah.
my story.
I mean, it's like we've been shut off before.
Oh, yeah.
happens.
1,000%.
Wait, where did you get cut off? That was like real premature.
Jimmy's Stairhouse.
Jimmy's
dude,
Stairhouse.
like-
I just got there.
yeah, he had one
I had
drink.
one
dude.
drink.
It was like, my third
They were
drink
like,
that
"That's
cutting
enough
us
of
off.
you."
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we can't serve
That's
you
enough
guys
of you.
anymore. I'm like, I literally just walked in the door. I had one drink.
Yeah.
I didn't drink at all.
I'm gonna make her a mocktail really quick.
Yeah,
I'll
for
be
sure.
Right back.
Yes, absolutely. These drinks are fantastic, bro.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, cutting people off it's never fun. You never know how they're gonna take it. I got to cut
It's
an
always
8-top
personal.
off once, and they were not happy.
It's always they take it so personal.
They do, but
It's like you don't.
need-
It's like that person really can't recognize right now that they're like that fucked up. Like in
no,
public,
they can't.
Too.
Yeah,
But
no,
That's
you
it.
wouldn't
Like in
protect
public,
our-
and you're basically in someone else's house.
I've been on both sides, obviously. Both
Well,
sides
yeah,
of the
of course,
bullet.
yeah.
I've seen both sides of the gun. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You never want it happening to you when you really don't want to do it to somebody. I've never been cut off where I felt like it was deserved. and I still don't think it's deserved.
Well, yeah, but you were obviously hammered, and that's the point. Is
No, but
you're
I'm
not
just saying in
using your
general.
own judgment.
yeah. But
Yeah, you're not using your judgment, which is like I get it.
I could see why
know if
people
I've
get
ever
cut
been-
off at this place because these are. You could tell that
Well,
they're strong.
the
they're
drinks
delicious.
are nice. There's confetti flying. You
Yeah.
got a fog machine going. You know people are getting nasty. You know the
Oh,
music's
yeah.
pumping in here.
Dude. Listen,
It's an atmosphere where
listen,
I
you
would
come-
want
you come here
to
on a
drink my
Sunday
face
brunch.
off.
There's some shit. People let it fly. You know, it's fantastic.
Well, I'm
People
sure
really
the
feel-
food's
people really
unreal,
feel
too.
the hell out of themselves. It's a whole great different vibration, especially from where we are, like in the North End. You know, you walk Hanover Street. It's there's a little bit of everyone's stuff like everywhere that you walk down, but usually again kind of almost the same cut and paste.
That's what I'm going to say. Everything else is
Yeah.
cookie cutter around here. This breaks the mold.
This
Yeah,
is
it's like,
totally
what do you
breaking
need?
Yeah,
the
Another
barrier.
100%.
Italian restaurant
Yeah,
in
we
the
need
North
another
End?
Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah, please.
Oh,
I
they
can't
got big
wait.
portions.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
oh,
portion,
oh.
pound of pasta with every meal.
Fucking losers.
Oh, the
they
old
serve limoncello and
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
Oh.
Oh, so they got rice balls. They got arancinis.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken
Oh.
parm. Oh, thank God.
Oh, they have
I
Alfredo.
couldn't have
Wait,
walked
they have
another
chicken.
10 steps without that.
Yeah, they have chicken palm. Oh, wow.
wow.
They have gnocchi, which no one knows how to pronounce, and it's so frustrating.
Wow,
dude.
they got a grumpy bald guy that runs the place. Oh, wow.
That's literally, dude. We can walk Hanover Street. We can go there, and it's all the same. But you
Where
come
else
here.
you going to get bukkakied by $100 bills?
Nowhere. Where
Having
else
a
you
good
just
time.
spend
Porn
$40
hub. Back there,
That's it.
fucking killing it.
Confetti, dude. Where are you getting this? Look at this.
I know.
I know.
We
Honestly, I
do
feel
not
like.
deserve this type of backdrop. This is fantastic.
No, you're dressed like a half retarded marshmallow.
I actually, if anybody looks the part for this place, it's me.
Yeah, I guess.
I would say that I look like I could sit at a table just like this.
Al dressed like me, like a scumbag. I'm obviously the only one here that took this serious.
Oh, I didn't take it serious?
I think that's pretty serious.
Oh, there's the Hondos.
There's the Hondos.
That's
There
what
you
we were
go.
looking for.
There you go.
I
Take
will
the
say,
tops
I
off.
want to be honest.
Oh, that's in my drink. Okay.
I got a little nervous with the two pops. I don't know if they saw the two pops. I didn't know what just happened.
The second one got me. The second one made me shit my pants a
I think
little
the
bit.
hundreds actually sounded a little louder.
They did.
How's that coming out on the camera? Did that look sick when he popped that on us?
I mean, you could see it. You could definitely see it.
I love it. I love it.
It's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable. But Halloween, that's the whole, that was kind of the gist
I know,
of like,
dude. What do you
wow.
guys have planned for Halloween?
I will be here. We will be here. We're hosting a up to $400 in prizes costume. Come on down if you have nothing to do. I know obviously
So,
this episode's coming out after the fact. but you
What's
won't
the
be able to
grand
do that.
prize? Is it a costume
I
contest?
think it's a collective amount of prizes, not just one.
Okay.
I think that's what we're going for.
Okay.
But I know we'll be here. I know we're going to be stacked up.
Are you going to be that fucking marshmallow?
Yes.
Are you going to offer a blowjob to the winner?
No.
I think you
I'm the
should.
guy.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I don't know. People might be. Maybe someone will actually come and like fucking step out.
Is
with
this
their
where you
costume.
where
Maybe they
you
want
are
a blowjob
told that
from
you got a little black in you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you
right,
sitting at
this
right-
table?
Right over there, actually.
okay.
It was over right in the window, I got told. that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think gift cards and cash money is well of enough an incentive to come on down to Wicked Craft, and if you're not doing anything on
Well,
Halloween,
here's the thing
you're
too.
a loser if you're not doing
is-
anything on Halloween.
You are a loser. Yeah.
What I usually do, because we do not have at where I work, we do not have a physical bar. So people go on the wait list. I send them to Libertine. That's diagonal across the street. I'm gonna send them here. This is gonna
Send
be
them.
my. It's
Take
gonna
their
be
number.
my.
Send them down.
It's
Take
gonna
their
be.
That's a
number,
great
send
idea.
them down
This is
here.
gonna be my go-to
Be
spot
like, hey,
to
my
send
gay
them.
cousin works down there.
No, well, that would just be.
There we go.
Again,
Dollar
They're
bills,
just-
y'all.
That's just an inaccurate thing that you don't want to tell folks, but
I'm gonna tell them he's gonna be dressed like a marshmallow.
I
am.
say that
He's offering
I'm going to be
$100.
serving tables like this. Yes.
He's
I
gonna
think
give
that-
you a back massage.
I think that sexuality is fluid, and you don't really know what you are for a long time. And I think you're still in that zone where you're not really sure. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Now,
how old are you now?
You could say that I'm wrong.
I
but
just turned 29. Did I turn
29.
29?
Yeah, you got at least
you're
3-4 more
29,
years
dude.
to figure it
Damn,
out.
dude.
someone's like, Nico looks rough for 34, 35. I'm like, I don't think he's that old, dude.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, he
whoever-
looks real rough for fucking 29.
Whoever said that's a fucking scumbag.
I know you're still
but-
in your 20s and you look that rough.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Everybody, all the 6 viewers that watch these episodes, get ready to me to just be in a marshmallow helmet for the rest of
Mercy,
the time.
buku, I still love you. Who?
What possessed you to dress like me for Halloween?
What do you mean?
Like, I want to know why you dress like me.
I really just wanted to get you mad, so I should have waited because I wish you guys could have saw Justin's face when he saw that I did not have a costume on to start.
Yeah, it was more upsetting than you dressing like
And
me.
then I told him Nico wasn't, and we played a trick on him that he was going to be the only one dressed up. Just him in his sequin suit standing on Salem Street in the rain was very funny to me, and him being all depressed about it.
Yeah, you want to talk about anybody questioning their sexuality? You think
I said
anybody
that.
walking down the sidewalk seeing
I
this
said he
guy?
looks like a village person. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
he
That's
does.
exactly what he looks like.
He looks like you have those
yeah.
types of pants where you can
It's
rip it off
fun
with all
to
the
stay
buttons.
in,
They just have like a
YMCA.
black. They just have like a red, white, and blue like Speedo on underneath that. Just getting fired up.
You know,
Do whatever you need to do.
whatever
Don't
you
worry
gotta
about
do.
it.
It's all
She's
good.
going to be crushing some ice. See how they
crushing
take
some
their
ice.
drinks to the next level. Some people just scoop ice, and she's over there crushing ice, so it's perfect.
and
for
not
the
only
drink.
that, she's crushing it by hand, which
Yes.
is impressive.
Yes.
People behind, when I'm behind the bar sometimes and people see me crushing ice, I swear to God, they're like they freak out because I'm like wailing on this bag.
Yeah.
You know what? She really was crushing it by hand. I was just joking because I didn't see that she was going to
She's
crush
really
it
crushing
by
it
hand.
by hand.
She's gonna
Yeah.
mallet the shit.
She's
out of that ice.
legitimately crushing
It's
it
like, you
with
know
the
how you
mallet.
make like graham
Fucking-
cracker crust and you like
she has-
crushing the graham crackers?
She has
Yeah.
legit a Thor hammer
She's
back
beating the
there.
piss
She's just
out of this
beating the
bag.
shit out of ice. Yeah.
She's taken every frustration she's ever had. Every time someone's ever asked her to design a dick pic on the espresso
Yeah.
martini,
Yeah.
she's taking it out on that bag right now.
How that is so weird. I can't believe
I mean,
people
but
have the fucking audacity.
Yeah,
to
but
ask
guys are disgusting. You're all guys, you know. You've never been.
I actually, when
That's
does
even
Juan
weird.
work? Because I'd love to come in just to see his face and be like, hey, any chance I can get a dick pic on that thing? How
like,
funny
hey,
would that be if I
any-
walked up to Juan?
I
and
think
like,
that
hey,
would be
Juan-o,
hilarious. Juan
Put
in a
my
million.
dick on
That
that.
could be
on
a skit.
glass.
You could maybe make that a skit. Dude.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
you
a bad
just walk
skit.
in, we just film you like
Hey.
walking, like, oh, can't wait to use this martini printer at Wicked. Just
Yeah.
walk up to Juan. Hey, sir, how's
Hey,
it
is,
going?
no, your first thing you're like, hey, is Kate working? No,
Yeah.
he's on. Okay. Can I get a dick pic on this espresso martini, please?
That's ridiculous. And can I get your phone number so you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can I get your phone number while I'm at it? Because I'm gonna send this to you, and I want you to put this on the drink. But
No.
yeah,
Did she?
you did.
No, I
No.
said Kate.
He
Kate,
said,
yeah,
Kate.
it's Kati, but there you go.
Oh, it's Kati? Oh, I am so sorry.
I used to never call people out when they called me Katie.
It's your name.
It's your name, yeah. I'll get it right.
It's
Kati.
it's
I
your
actually
name.
think Kati sounds way better than Kate, so I would correct people on that.
What else we got here? So Halloween, what's the kid being?
My kid's being Joker.
Joker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Is
said.
he, what Joker are we going for though?
he is. Well, I mean, he's a mix. I think he's got the purple suit,
Okay.
but he'll look legit. He'll look like Heath Ledger-ish, but he's not doing a wig.
Not doing a wig.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that sucks.
Okay.
So you're
I
giving
told him I'm
me
gonna go
shit
kill
about the
myself,
wig.
and he said, "Why?" I'm like, "Well, Joker didn't have a father, so."
Yeah, that's how we got these scars.
I mean, what do you? I mean, are
That's
we
how
gonna
he
be
got these
realistic or
scars. He
not?
did
Are
have
we
a
gonna be
father.
realistic or not?
he had a father. That's how
You
we
gotta
got these
basically
scars.
just cut your son's
Well,
mouth though.
I mean,
Have
that's
you
not a bad
been
idea.
okay? So your wife actually texted me. Your wife texted me the other day.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, I know you saw the movie It. Would it be okay? Do you think it's for Albie
Worked
to
out
watch
real
it?"
well. I'll be honest.
And I said to her, I said, it is a little scary, but it's not as bad as you would think. I've watched much scarier movies. So did you actually watch it? Did he watch it? And how did that go?
Okay, so we started the other night. He got on and thinking I was like, "Oh, Fast Freddy's is on. Five Nights at Freddy's." Right?
And
That's
I
out.
watched that last night too, and I was gonna text you and be like, I think this would be a good speed to start him off.
So we got. I already had it on top that I was like, "Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Fast Nights
And
at
it's
Freddy's.
'cause it's
Five Nights at
PG.
Freddy. PG-13.
Yeah.
And
Five Nights at Freddy's.
we try to talk Chrissy into it because Chrissy really wanted to watch it. Chrissy's like, "No, let's just watch it. You'll be fine, right, Albie?" So Albie's like, "All right, whatever." But I kind of want to watch Fast and the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
So we watched it. We watched the first hour. About an hour in, he's like, "All right, guys, I think I'm just gonna have to go in the other room." Like Chrissy's like, "Why?"
What part did he
He's
tap
like-
out on? The old guy?
It was one of the scenes where like he was controlling like one of the other bodies. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
and he was just like, I'm gonna have nightmares all night, pretty much. Like this was too much for me. Like I bit off a little more than I could
Nights of
chew.
Freddy's. He's saying
Dude,
this
no,
shit?
no. On it, we watched
Oh.
it. We watched it. So if I didn't make that clear
Oh.
enough, we watched it.
Okay.
And he at the beginning in the first scene, a kid gets his Georgie gets his arm bitten off.
Just
if you haven't seen it.
clean off.
Clean ripped off, and he's like, "This is crazy. I don't know if this is what I wanted to watch." Ma, I wanted to watch Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
So we have to get back into Five Nights at Freddy's. We did not finish it.
Have you been consuming horror the month of October at all?
Hocus Pocus is the worst movie he's watched.
Jay Fine, I know you've been consuming some horror. What has your slate been looking like?
So I rewatched the Screams. I did like the first 5 Screams.
Oh, so you watched them all?
I didn't watch. So I didn't get to. I did. I think I got 4 or 5. I didn't do the.
So the newest one you haven't watched.
I did 1 through 4, 1 through 5. So I haven't done. What was it? The last 2 or the?
So you have the 2 new ones.
Yeah, the 2 new.
Okay.
I gotta watch those.
What is your take?
I think it's like my new favorite Halloween
great.
franchise.
It's great.
It's so good.
It had everything I want in a horror movie.
It mixes both the
It was
satire.
perfect. It was kind of funny. Like the plot was good. It was nostalgic. Like
Yeah.
everything was good. It was scary at times. Like perfect.
I agree 1,000%. I think more movies should be like that.
Out of all the franchises of like horror, and you guys know I'm a little bitch, I would probably pick Scream to be the one where I probably watch on a consistent basis.
I love Scream. It's
Halloween,
one of my favorite.
I'll never actually give that the my attention ever again since I watched the worst film ever, and it had to do with Halloween when we went to the movies. For your
Yeah, but
birthday.
you know what sucks is you watched the worst one. That movie was dog shit. I fucking hated that movie.
I sat next to you after eating a whole weed bar.
Which you were supposed to eat, what did we say, 500 milligrams? And you bitched up.
500 milligrams, dude. That would have fucking stopped a cow's heart. Like, that would have killed somebody.
500 milligrams is nothing, dude.
Dude, I could do 500 milligrams right now.
Tweak on 5. I literally
Yeah, I made a bet.
He
that
lost the bet and
So-
had to eat 500 and he bitched out.
No, yeah, they are.
Dude,
For sure.
I listened to this podcast, and a kid said he did 500 milligrams on the podcast. He wasn't even tripping, dude. I think you could have done
That
it.
kid's
Nick.
been smoking and consuming weed since he was like 10.
Maybe.
Yeah, and so
I'll
have
do
you.
500 milligrams of fentanyl if I lose a bet, dude. How's that sound?
That sounds pretty good to me.
The worst thing you could be called in this world is
I don't know
is a
what it was
bitch.
to lose. Oh, it was trivia, obviously. No shit, because I lost that.
What's the next thing? What's the next thing we're gonna get Nico to get to do? Like, I mean, we don't care about the field goal thing. We know you can't hit it. It doesn't matter.
I definitely
What
could.
are we gonna do here that we need you to? Are you gonna do like some type of hot thing? You're gonna do something like you gonna stick something in your ass? What are
I
you
mean,
gonna do?
I don't know, dude. I think that this is where we use a little bit of the viewage and maybe the little percentile of following that we have.
Like, what do we want to see Nico do?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think that's a great idea. I think we,
might
should
have
start a
to
video
either
series.
that or spin the wheel.
Yeah, I guess. No, I would rather not spin a wheel because that would just be an anxiety attack.
Kati, so
waiting.
we used to do this challenge on the podcast when Nico used to do something every single week, like eat the hot chip, cinnamon challenge, like stuff like that. What do you think we should do next for Nico? Like, what should he do next?
I think we should tar and feather him.
I think stick a finger in his ass. He might like it though.
Hey, you'll definitely like that.
the Burt's Bees thing, where you put Burt's Bees on your eyes, because I have extra.
No.
Burt's Bees on your eyes, and what do you do?
Brother,
It
you
burns.
I know what that is. Yeah.
Do you have
put it like
Burt's
as,
Bees
like,
on you right
Vaseline?
now?
Bert, you take
Swipe on your, like, your eyelids.
on your eyelids, dude. We used to do it when we smoked to like trip out, but it hurts pretty bad. Yeah, that's a good one. I guess we'll take that.
Okay, that's on the
No,
list.
it's all good. Love you. That's great. I'm gonna have to do that. So awesome,
Remember Roto?
dude. My favorite drink is off the menu. Yes, word.
What's the drink that was off the menu before?
Okay, there was a drink that we used to have called the Lost City. And when I started working here, like obviously you get yourself like comfortable with the menu. You start to pick out your favorite, you got 5 in the tool belt for food, right? I got like 3, 4 in the tool belt
Of
for like
course.
appetizers.
Yeah, of course,
Drinks,
yeah.
so on and so forth. So every time that a drink would pop up, I obviously get to taste it like in my first 2 weeks working here so I can get a nice, feeling to
Yeah, you get
describe
the
to
feel.
everybody. All right, so I fucking fell in love with this drink.
What is it based on? What liquor?
It's blue. So it's actually you guys know I drink vodka. This has rum in it.
Okay.
It's rum, blue curacao, I can't pronounce the other cordial that's in it.
I don't think
but
you
it's
pronounce
nut-based.
blue curacao right either. I think it's blue curacao, but I don't know. I think that's C's a K.
Yeah, but we all say carousel. Let's get realistic. Don't
But
break his balls too much.
I mean, he was mentioning he couldn't pronounce.
Was
the
it
other
him
word,
or
so-
his brother that didn't know what fucking was it triple sec or Cointreau?
Cointreau? Yeah, he didn't know what flavor it was.
Marco,
Oh, I knew. Yeah, Marco didn't know. I knew that all day. But anyways, this drink had like three of those ingredients. It's not really like crazy at all. The drink came on crushed ice, which I love. You big fan of the Red Door?
The Red Door's
that's-
unfucking believable.
That's the Halloween drink.
Well,
I
they
love
got
spicy.
stuff with-
I love tequila. This is a 10.
You love spicy, you love tequila. 10. We
That's
give
a
a bad
10.
brain
They
rating
got, they
on
got
the
drinks with
Halloween special
dry
Monty-
ice in it too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not fucking around this place.
No.
No,
Not at
I
all.
love it.
This is an experience front to back.
So this drink, it had.
This
it
is
had
where
everything
Sabrina's
I love. It
gonna
was-
wanna go
It was
when-
very sweet.
She pops that kid up.
It was very sweet. That's how I like it. I don't like typically like a spicy.
yeah, but
but-
me and you will sometimes will just drink vodka on the rocks. You don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, no,
That's not sweet.
Yeah, nope. That's
Yeah, you're a
primarily
big
what I'll
Grey
drink.
Goose on the rocks kind of guy.
I am a huge Grey Goose on the rocks with a lemon type of guy, but when it comes to like certain cocktails like this, I probably would pick a sweet one.
All right. So this is probably the least sweet of the bunch. This is forbidden fruit.
Try that. It's
Wow,
very,
that
it's very
looks
good.
fun. Fucking
It's
good.
still kind of sweet, but the sweetness comes like exclusively from like muddled fruit. This is the something sapphire.
wanna try
I
it?
think that you need to drink it with a straw so you can get the blue curacao in it because
Yes.
it is a very sweet drink.
Look at this drink.
It's very sweet.
It just looks crazy.
That looks
It's
so
great, isn't
fucking
it?
good, dude.
Taste that.
So this is forbidden fruit.
Forbidden fruit. This is Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost.
So we, in like the new cocktail rollout.
Oh my God, Kati is so
No,
right.
I know. I
Holy
told you.
Shit.
So I
You're
took
not
off
even
his
close,
favorite
dude.
drink. It was just time. It wasn't a bad drink,
Yeah.
but it was just time.
Yeah,
for
you gotta keep it fresh.
An improvement. Yeah.
All right, this is the
Something
Lost Paradise.
sapphire.
Oh,
No, that's something
Paradise.
sapphire. So that is like a Nico drink.
That's
Wow,
Nico.
this is good. It's
That
actually
is so
refreshing
good.
too.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste that
Why don't
sweet,
you
but it's
just look at the
refreshing.
creamsicle.
There's orange in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh hell
So it's
yeah.
blue curacao. So if you take a sip of it, that's all gin on top.
Use the straw. Use the straw.
That's
It's
why
all
we
right.
serve it
We're
with
all
a straw.
fans.
What kind of gin is that?
That is
Wow,
it's
that's really
so
good.
it's called Gin Lane, and we infuse it with butterfly pea pod flour.
Okay, I was
so
gonna-
it's like a tea, so it
Yep.
makes it blue.
That's why it makes it that color. Yep.
Yep. And it kind of tastes like blueberry. It's not like a super strong gin. It's
Butterfly pea flour, right?
Yeah.
We make a pasta with that butterfly
I
pea flour
love
to
it.
make it
It's
blue.
so,
yeah.
I love the way it tastes.
Yeah.
And then the Paradise Lost is like kind of was the inspiration for a lot of things. Like
There's
just, I don't
nothing
know.
better than a snow
Yeah.
cone alcoholic beverage.
This is the crushed ice one.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love crushed
Oh
ice.
wow.
There's coconut water in
That
it,
is
so it's
so
really
friggin' good.
refreshing. It's coconut water and vodka. There's orgeat, which is an almond-based liqueur.
That's unbelievable.
Thank you.
This one is wicked good.
Yeah.
This
So
one, like,
good.
it kind of knocked my dick back into my asshole. That's
honey.
You just knew when I was working when the Lost City was on the menu
I
because
had to replace something, honestly. So I literally put this one on, which is the
Pushing
blue
over.
curacao, which is I know
Yeah.
what you liked.
Yep.
So
this drink, I had this drink actually yesterday. It's so good. It's so
No,
good.
It's just
that's
refreshing.
That's
Every
unbelievable.
one of
this
these
is
are-
really good too. Did you try that yet?
I did.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know this was gonna become this type of episode.
yep.
My wife's in trouble tonight when I go home.
She's gonna be laying in bed like a turkey again.
Oh my God, Danny! Danny's here.
Oh wow!
Hi, Danny.
Oh wow, that's good.
Oh my
Try
God.
that.
Isn't that good?
It's very good.
So that's a full drink, a full gin drink. Sorry, the purple rain's getting to me. And people are like kind of scared of it because of the gin.
I'm
They
not
see
a big gin guy.
You're
I
not a
gotta
big
be
gin
honest,
guy.
but that tasted really good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even
think-
order something with gin on the menu, but now I would.
Right?
Yep, I
So
wouldn't
I
even- if it was
always,
in it,
I
yeah.
always recommend it to people, and they try to switch it to vodka. And like I ask if they have an allergy to like juniper berry or anything like
Yeah.
that, which is what gin is made out of.
Yeah.
And if they say no, I'm not even kidding. 9 times out of 10, I make it with the gin, and they're like, "This is so good."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're
"It's
like,
gin."
yeah,
Well,
it's
you
the
legit
vodka.
wouldn't know,
Like,
number
it's
one.
just gin.
And
Yeah.
you know what it is? Like T&T's, gin and tonics, they ruin gin for a lot of people because it just tastes
Right.
like toothpaste to me.
Right.
Or Christmas trees.
Christmas
or something
trees.
Like that. This tastes nothing like that.
And then one time, like when I first started drinking with my friends, like, you know, one of them can only get the bottle of gin out of their like parents'
I could-
cabinet. I got so wrecked on gin and so
Oh,
wrecked
yep.
on Captain
It's happened to
Morgan
me.
Like
that
in
it
high
fucking
school?
ruined it for me.
I was in the 10th grade. And we had lemon slush and we didn't have any vodka. So we
Oh.
put Tanqueray in it.
Oh my god.
And it was the grossest
Throw up.
fucking thing. Oh yeah, we got so fucking trashed on
That's
it. It was
trouble.
like it was
What's
lemon slush and Tanqueray. What a shitty
What's
combination.
that one alcohol for you guys that you can't drink anymore?
Captain Morgan
Captain
for me,
Morgan for me,
100%.
Spice Rum.
Mine's Jägermeister.
Oh,
I can't
Jaeger
drink
gets
it
me
anymore.
too.
Jaeger's
drinking
too.
Jaeger the other
Yeah.
night.
You're a
It fucking
fucking
hits
maniac,
different.
though.
You were drinking
You
Jaeger
are
the other
fucking
night,
sick,
dude.
dude.
I
went to
didn't bring
UMass
it. Somebody,
Thomas.
somebody brought
Yeah,
it.
okay.
It was just,
Jay,
it's-
I got a
it does,
trunk
man.
full of
It's
Jaeger.
different.
As
Mine,
soon
I
as
went
I
to-
drink Jaeger, dude, I'm
Bruh.
Jaeger
I'm
bombs.
trying to think what it is for me. I honestly,
Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
I think maybe bartending has like kind of changed that for me because it used to be tequila. Like
Oh,
tequila
yeah.
ruined me in college
Wow.
multiple times.
Plus, you were
Really?
probably drinking
Yeah.
shit tequila too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, but now like I mean bartending in general, like people ask me if I like drink a lot all the time and I'm just
Yeah.
like kinda. It's kind of my
Do you have
job,
a favorite
though. Like,
tequila?
I'm not gonna lie. I have kind of grown like really fond of okay, so oh my god, what's it called? Centenario. Centenario tequila is
Yep.
really nice because it's like a real tequila. Like Casamigos is good,
Casamigos
but there's a
is
lot
good.
of additives in it, and
Yeah.
it's not like a real pure like tequila.
Which I just found that out like 6 months ago.
yeah,
That's
it's really
crazy.
not,
'Cause
and
you
that's
used to
why
think that
everyone
was
likes it.
yeah.
There's a lot of other shit in there.
Yeah,
other
like,
just
caramel
like
color, a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Espelon is probably one of my
I love
favorites.
Espelon too. I was an
It's so
Espelon girl
good.
for a while.
And Don Julio.
Yeah.
Give me some Don.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I like Don
Julio.
Julio.
I love.
bro.
I honestly, this is the same kind of thing though. Like I love Azul. Like if I'm gonna go like up there,
Yeah.
I love Azul. I got my
Yeah.
dad a bottle of Azul for Father's Day.
Oh,
and
that's
was
awesome.
Thrilled.
Azul's the one with the weird bottles, right?
Yeah,
bell.
yeah.
The bell
yeah,
at the
yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah.
It looks
but-
like a tile at any Mexican restaurant.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly what it is.
But that's another one of those tequilas, and I'm not trying to like talk shit about it because like we all love it and it's good and we'll drink it.
Yeah.
But it's not like a real like pure tequila. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, you find this stuff out when new companies come up. They start talking shit about those companies.
Yeah.
Like we don't put the shit in, and then you're like, "What do you mean you're putting shit in it?" You
Yeah,
would just
exactly.
think it's
Like,
like,
what do you mean? What are you putting in there?
What are you putting in it? What's going on?
Yeah, we don't put those growth
It's like that
hormones
John
in there.
Burnt on me. He's like, wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. They put I thought tequila, the whole thing about tequila, it only comes from a certain spot, right? Is that
Well, it comes from an agave plant.
Yes.
And the
It's
like
not a region.
No.
No,
like
it's-
you're thinking like champagne. You know, champagne has to come from a certain region of France.
Yeah, but you
Right.
can
Champagne
only
region,
grow
no.
agave, and you're supposed to only grow agave in certain regions.
Well, I bet
Of
you can only
Mexico.
grow in
In
certain
Mexico.
regions.
yeah.
Yeah.
in Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like mezcal. Mezcal is like the same plant,
Yeah.
right? But it's just
Yeah.
a different region. It's
I think
grown
it's-
somewhere else. I think.
I didn't know that actually.
No.
Yeah.
I think
That makes
I think
sense,
it's a
though.
different process. I think they take mezcal is like the most refined, the least refined version. Then they take the mezcal, and then that's how they make the tequila.
But isn't it from a different area though?
I don't think so, but maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Maybe we should look that up. I want.
I'm
You know
not
what?
trying
I think I
to-
want clarification on that.
I'm not trying to. That's
clarification.
not correct.
What? Yeah, no, come on, correct them, Kati. What is it? What is it?
So mezcal is like a different type of tequila.
Yep.
And so, like, I think maybe what you're thinking of is like Blanco and Reposado and Añejo.
Okay, you
You're
think
thinking
I'm
that?
wrong?
No,
yeah.
she knows you're wrong.
Okay.
She's saying she knows you're
What's
wrong.
the
I don't know
difference
what you're
between
talking.
tequila?
I don't know if you're talking about like because mezcal. I thought you were saying that mezcal is like the least refined of the tequilas. Is that what you're saying?
Al.
Okay, so this
He's
says
reading it.
is that all tequila is mezcal, but not all mezcal is tequila.
Right.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. But okay. So I just thought this is what I thought. I thought that mezcal was taken from the agave plants, and then they take mezcal, and then they make reposado, blanco, all that stuff. They make regular tequila. I thought that was like filtered down more
I
to make the
don't
tequila.
know if that's accurate. I think
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with that. I think it's what like makes Blanco different from Reposado and Añejo is like
Yeah.
the
aging
barrel,
process.
the aging process and like the barrel that they age it in.
Oh, shit.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
so I think that's I don't know, but I honestly I'm not like I don't know much about mezcal honestly because we can't have it here unfortunately.
Okay,
you know?
I have a simplified version of
Okay.
it. Basically, tequila's made from one agave plant, one
Mm-hmm.
specific agave plant.
Right.
Yep.
Mezcal's made from all 40 of them. So it's a mix
Oh,
of all those
interesting.
agaves, and that's probably what gives it. Because I feel like mezcal to me is smoky.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that too?
Yeah.
Like
I
that's
actually have a tequila here, so we can't have mezcal because we're a cordial bar, and the only cordial compliant mezcal was discontinued. Terrible.
okay.
But I have a Tanteo tequila, which is a chipotle. It's like chipotle flavored, so it's smoky and a little spicy. If you guys want to try it,
Wow.
Yeah, we'll
it's
take
up to
it.
you
Yeah,
guys
baby, you
since
don't
we're
have
on
to-
the topic of it.
Sounds fun to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I did
do.
a
We're big
cocktail
fans.
You know what's crazy about this? They're doing all this shit with the cordial license. It's unbelievable.
I was so. What can you clarify?
Wait, these
what
are all
exactly is a
cordials?
cordial license?
There's
Like,
no
what's the
liquor?
big
Do you
difference?
want to wait? Do you? I mean,
we'll
Al,
let
you-
her explain, but
Yeah,
basically
we'll let her explain
wine
that when
it
she
goes
comes
by
back on.
sugar content. No, not wine based. Not wine based at all.
Okay. How
Sugar
do you guys
content.
like the drinks?
They're actually
drinks are
really
They're
good.
so good, and
These drinks are so fucking good, bro.
they're like
Yeah,
10
no, they're-
times, 10x better than any. I don't even like mixed drinks like that. These are outstanding.
No, they are really fucking good. Sabs is so fucking jealous right now.
Hey, when
She
she
wants
I am
some
so
fucking
happy, dude. I want to just do heroin in front
She
of her
wa-
right now.
when she does, and
We just want to smoke cigarettes
Yeah,
and
just
drink
like- yeah,
Fireball
that's
in
all.
front of
Kati
her.
comes when Kati comes back, I do want to ask. I did remember that we do want to keep asking the common question that we've always had, like debates
Is
on this
sushi an
show.
appetizer?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And what else?
If you can, if you got anything that pops up, let it
Air
fly.
conditioning.
No, that's just a fact, dude. You can't ask
That
a girl
is-
What's
that.
up? What's up, yo? When after
My man
she's
over
done,
here
you're
was with me.
stepping in. I'm dressed as you.
And he's laughing. He's wearing a gold chain.
I'm Macho Man.
What are you guys drinking over here?
What aren't we drinking is
Fucking
the question.
everything and anything.
Hey, I got a topic for you guys. You guys see the hockey player whose throat got slit on the ice?
She
No, I
actually
didn't.
showed me this
Dude, that's
on the way
terrible.
up, but I didn't. She said she was looking for the video.
Is he
couldn't
dead
find
or
it.
no?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
dead.
dude,
I
he's dead.
So the video is public. The
Was he
crazy thing
young?
about the video, yeah, he's 29. It was Adam Johnson, former NHL player.
From Minnesota.
And
Oh, fuck.
Used to play for the Penguins.
But here's the thing. Now it's starting to unravel a little bit, right? So long story short, early like this morning it was breaking, like it was going viral. You can see the video. This kid guy, like it looks like just like a routine play at first. It's like a zoomed out view. It's not like zoomed in, right? And the guy goes down. He gets up and like tries to skate away. And like you can see the players around are kind of panicking. They're kind of freaking out. Then you look where he was laying. There's just a giant pool of blood there.
Jesus.
And apparently, like after trying to skate away, he collapsed again. Like game stalled. Like everyone was traumatized. Like yeah, dude just bled out. So now it looked like a freak accident. Today, now the internet's doing its thing. Apparently, this video is now being called
A murder?
homicide. They're saying that this was intentional. And apparently, the guy who did it, I just had his name. I'd have to get it back. But I guess he's like the dirtiest player in the EIHL or whatever that league was. Like,
Okay.
I guess he's just been recently suspended. He missed like 2 out of the last 3 games. So like being like harassing like players, refs, like stuff like that.
So
like,
just playing dirty.
so this guy's just a dirty dude with a reputation. He's one of those guys. And when you look in the zoomed in version of the video, he clearly flails his leg out behind him and kicks it high up in the air and just fucking cuts this guy's
Dude, I don't know
jugular.
if you guys seen
Cuts
the
the
one.
jugular.
I know that now that's
Wow.
sad. That guy's
Remember the
he's-
goalie?
He's dead. Yeah, Greg Malachuk.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It
But
happens.
just recently, I don't know if you guys seen it the other night. The kid from the Bruins, Jacob Lacko. He's lucky that he's got his eye. That was almost a similar
I
thing.
saw
He's
that.
down on
Yeah.
all fours, and he went to go get up. But when he went to go get up, the player behind him went to go skate, and how like they literally just picked up like the heel. It looked like he heel booted him right in the eye,
Ooh.
and he cut his whole eyelid all across his face. His whole right side of his face is just black, like it's just black.
I've never played hockey like that. I think that they should probably wear throat guards. I don't know what.
They should definitely wait.
They should have some type of throat guard. What do you think they go? You think that? I know that old school people, they don't even like to wear a visor, dude.
Nope.
So it's like, what do you think about that? Like,
It's
as
up.
someone
It's
that's
up to the player. They give the player all
Yeah.
the ability to do what they want. You know, there's guys that skate around with no
but it
visor.
happens so. It
A bigger
doesn't
visor,
happen
you know.
frequently.
No, I mean it probably happens every 15 years, but who knows how
Yeah.
it's happened on like a
Smaller scale.
recreational level.
But,
How we
bro,
looking,
we're
Jay?
talking-
Fine,
are we
good.
talking-
yeah,
okay.
good.
You talking about how much does that like affect like something like that happen like in the game of hockey, like on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
People dying like that, I would say.
No. I think he's talking about
Just
like
getting
slashed.
Oh, like sliced with skates, bro. It happens. Like it happens in today's game a lot. Like we probably don't see all the other injuries that happen around in other leagues, but in the NHL alone, you're obviously going to see probably like anywhere between 8 to 10 bad.
You know what's crazy?
60 stitches needed in the face.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? What's crazy about it is like you have got most of hockey's all covered. They're all covered. Like all their joints are covered. Like the only thing that's really showing is like the worst part that could possibly be showing
neck.
is like your neck and your face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe they should think of something.
Bro, when guys get hit in the face with pucks off deflections,
Oh,
no one
God.
understands how probably bad that fucking hurts.
I think they
Like,
should wear a full cage, but I
it's
bet
a
you it hurts their
frozen
vision.
fucking
Or-
rubber puck, dude. That
Yeah.
kills when it smashes you.
Oh,
yeah. So if you're just thinking about someone shooting at 100 miles an hour, and if it tips off something, now all of a sudden it's going faster than what it was. And
I'd
then
like
that
to look
goes,
into
that
this,
goes
though.
underneath their visor.
I think there's a difference. There's a huge jump between being a dirty player and being a fucking killing a guy. I think that's a big jump.
That's a big leap.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really deep dive, calling some CSI on that. So you're
have to
thinking
watch
it's
this
deliberate,
video.
the guy just slices.
Like,
his
was he
fucking
just trying to
throat?
skate away?
So here's the thing: when I saw the
Oh,
original
wow.
version of the video, like the zoomed out version, it just looked like a routine kind of thing. But then when they zoom in a little bit, the dude clearly kicks his leg back up into the dude's like.
Yeah, he was probably
Yeah.
just trying to be like a prick.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he was trying to kill the
No,
guy.
I don't
yeah.
think he was trying to kill him either. I think it was this dude got
He
tripped
was
up.
trying
He
to
was on
maim
his
him.
way down. And exactly. He was mad. He just got
Yeah,
tripped
kick
and
him.
on his way
Kick him
down.
on the way down, yeah.
he
All
flipped.
right.
Yeah.
So
What do we got? So what do we got here?
So,
Why is there?
I'll give you guys some options. There's a lot.
Options?
There's a lot on
Oh, wow.
this.
What are you
all-
trying to get us
Only
hammered?
Only 3 of them are tequila. So this is like the Tanteo Chipotle tequila that has that smoky flavor to it. The
This
pink
one?
thing, the pink thing next to it is guava juice.
Okay.
And then the little thing next to it is lemon juice. And I feel like
wow.
if you take it kind of in like the
In the progression.
in the
in the
order you
progression,
did it?
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that would taste really good.
I would say
So-
Kati's 100% that bitch. I'll tell you that. That's what I would say right now. I can already tell.
What did you want to ask her about cordials while we're doing this?
What
Oh,
I
yes,
want,
that's
oh,
good.
oh
Yeah.
yes. Can you explain
Mm-hmm.
to the people that don't know, like
All of us.
Like
all of us,
Yeah.
the definition of our cordial license?
Yep.
How, what's the difference? Because everyone walks in here, no one has any idea when we say that, what we mean
Yep.
by it, of course, and then we have to explain it. But
So, like technically, a cordial license it originated in like the North End because people were only serving beer and wine, and restaurants wanted to serve limoncello at dinner. And so, basically, what it is that like any liquor that you carry has to have a certain amount of sugar or like flavoring to it
wow.
in order to like make it like a cordial compliant. So, like a cordial, for example, is like triple sec. Is a
Yep.
cordial. Blue Curacao is a cordial. I'm trying to think of other things you guys like. I mean, like Grand Marnier is a cordial.
Yep.
And so our tequila and our vodka and our rum and our gin and everything, it has the same amount of alcohol. Like it has the same ABV. It has the same amount of like alcohol content. Yeah. As like a Grey Goose or a Tito's or something like that. So it has the same amount. It'll still get you drunk. It just has like 2 grams of sugar per liter, technically, which like turns a lot of people off because they're like, I don't want to drink sugar, but like it doesn't taste like sugar.
Yeah.
No,
like
it doesn't.
you can't taste it.
If you
So-
taste this-
Disaronno's a cordial, right?
If they tasted this ghost pepper tequila, they would never know.
no, so ghost pepper tequila is also one of those things that
holy hell.
yeah,
let's
so
go.
that's the Tanteo. I did something for Cinco de Mayo. Were you here? Were you
not
working
yet.
here? Not yet. For Cinco de Mayo, I had a margarita with this called like the Smoky Peach or something. And it was that tequila and like peach juice and whatever. But isn't that nice? It's like,
Wow.
it's smoky.
That
it
is
has
very
that
smoky.
right?
It's really good.
Right?
I like that.
Wow. That really
So-
opened up the chest.
Yeah, so if you and this is something for Nico, I'm like thinking about it. Like when Nico's serving, if someone's like, do you have mezcal? Just be like, we have something like it. It's a little spicy, but it's definitely smoky,
It's really
right?
good.
No, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna put that in the tool belt.
Yeah. for
Definitely,
sure.
someone would like to. Definitely
Right?
like to
It's
try
good.
that.
I
Especially
Yeah,
if
no,
they,
it's
if they like
good.
spicy. Is this what you use for What was the first drink I got?
The Red Door?
Oh, the Red
No,
Door.
we use Ghost Tequila.
Ghost
which
Tequila.
I feel like if you saw the bottle, you'd recognize.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. It's has a white label, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's,
So
that's
we
pretty
have
much it.
we have a question for you that we ask everybody that sits in on this show. This is kind of one of those things that we've always argued about.
Uh-huh.
I actually thought of another one while I'm about to ask her this one.
Yep.
Would you consider sushi an appetizer?
No, that's like a full meal, I feel like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What did
It's
I say?
not
Well, I
meal.
eat a lot of sushi when
I know,
when I eat sushi. I eat a lot of it.
sushi is a
When I
meal.
eat anything, I eat a
Nope,
lot.
he said it right. He said sushi's not a meal.
Sushi is a meal.
Sushi's not a meal.
No, she's right. 100%.
Sushi's a meal. Justin,
Dude, if I'm
me and you
eating
I know.
sushi,
Listen,
I'm gonna
I
eat like
had a
a
couple
lot of
drinks
it.
in me
Though.
now.
I'm not
So-
just
so
gonna
let me
You
have
get me
like.
fucked up here.
So, Kati, you're obviously one of the
Sushi's a
smartest
full
people
meal.
around, clearly.
She's the best.
You're probably one of the smartest workers here. We know Nico's
Like
here.
this is
so.
what I'm saying. I had half of a Purple Rain, and I'm literally saying it has the same ABV as like something. Like, no, it's not. Like, what the fuck is that?
My argument for sushi's not a meal, that it's an
he's-
appetizer,
He's the
All right, let's
appetizer
hear it.
is that if you order one roll, it's usually not enough to fill you up. So you have to order multiple different things. So it's like
Okay.
if you order a pizza is considered a meal to me because you order one pizza, most likely it's filling you up. For the most part, you know, there are, okay, if you get a little small one, fine. But for the most part, you order a pizza, it's filling you up. If you usually, when you go out to sushi, how many rolls do you get? 3, 4?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. When
Yeah.
I go out to sushi, I get multiple rolls, but not because I don't think one of them would fill me up, which it wouldn't.
You want to taste them.
Which it wouldn't, but it's because it's like different,
Yeah.
like, you know, there's different things to it.
I
like,
agree.
You know,
Variety.
it's not like ordering one roll of sushi isn't the same as ordering like one pizza, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
No,
maybe,
that's
you know?
So I order the same way, and I have no problem. But they got mad because I picked it as one of my favorite appetizers in the world.
one roll of sushi is like one slice of pizza.
Yeah,
You know what I
That's
mean?
This is
agree.
my point
But
exactly.
so one slice of pizza is kind of an appetizer, right?
I would agree with that.
Maybe.
So I said I would have no problem if someone said, "Oh, I got a flatbread pizza. Oh, I just had a piece of it." So my point about sushi is that you order a lot because you want to taste. So it's no difference than tapas. Sushi is Japanese tapas in my eyes.
That
so you get
is
tapas food.
asinine.
No, it's not.
Asinine.
No, it's not. It's small little things. You order enough of it, 100%. Same thing with wings. You could eat wings as your entire meal, and a lot of people do. As long as you eat
Okay,
enough
but
wings.
a lot of people don't eat pizza as their entire meal.
I would agree
exactly.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But my
So
point
is
is-
pizza an appetizer?
At some points, yes, of course, a flatbread pizza is. My point is, they're the ones that being uninclusive. They're being uninclusive here. I'm saying that sushi is an
Sushi
appetizer.
is
and
a
can be
meal.
Sushi's definitely a meal
It's
to me.
definitely a meal.
honestly. Like
I
we're
just
getting
don't-
sushi for dinner. We're going to Zuma. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
exactly.
we're
Yeah,
like we're getting like
Right.
we're ordering like
You're gonna get a
lot of
fucking sushi boat.
Do you
or
guys
something.
think
Exactly,
in America,
yeah.
this was in America we talked
Okay.
about, do you
This
think that
kid.
there's more Chinese American restaurants or places that serve sushi than people that are just sushi places?
Like
That's
then
kind of a
just
loaded question. I
So
feel
my
like.
point is that it's on a lot of menus.
Yep.
It's on a lot of menus, and a lot of times it is an appetizer. So let's just say I'm going to the Kowloon. Let's just say I'm going to the Kowloon, for instance. I'm going to get a roll of sushi, and I'm also going to get all my other Chinese food. If I'm going to Legal Sea Bar, I'm going to get a roll of sushi. I'm going to get myself a lobster roll, some oysters.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say to them is that, and they don't understand stuff because they don't understand basic English. These two.
I feel like I'm on their page at this point.
Maybe I'm the,
Yep.
but listen, there's specialty restaurants like Zuma, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of places that is just going to serve you sushi.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I get like Chinese food from like specific restaurants and sushi from specific restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with
couldn't
that.
agree more
So
with that.
I'm not gonna get like sushi from a place that I would get like Chinese food from.
Yeah.
It's like
Totally
totally
sep-
different.
totally
Like they're so
separates the
different.
Oh, I don't know. There's some places
they
that
totally
do it well.
are.
There's some places that do it really well. That do both.
If you
That's
you ever
so
think that
interesting.
you're
That's
just
like
fat?
pan. That's like
I
pan
said
Asia.
that. I said
you
this
know,
is
like
coming
panning
from
all
a
over
fat
like Asian
white
food.
American.
You know what I mean?
I said that.
Like-
I said this is coming from a fat white American. So yes, I am being fat, saying that this is it's a sushi, it's an appetizer. That's how I order it most times.
But most of the time, people will just get it as a meal.
I couldn't.
it's
agree.
also
I
listed
totally
under
agree that it's a
appetizers on a
meal.
lot of different menus.
I think it's a meal.
Okay, so we're gonna knock Kati on.
She's on our side.
She's on
on
our
our
side.
side.
Now,
I don't know.
When
No
I
one.
eat sushi, I don't get it as an
That's fine.
appetizer. I get it
Okay.
as a
Literally,
meal.
no one I think has sided with you that it's an appetizer.
Nobody.
every single person in their right mind agrees with me.
We're
not.
gonna do another.
Should we ask the
poll.
chef?
I
That's
think
actually a great idea. That's a great idea.
I think that's a great.
That's a fabulous idea.
That's a great.
And then on
segue
top
right
of
there.
it, we
I think
gotta-
we gotta ask Steve too. We gotta get Steve over here. We gotta ask Steve definitely.
Anything about food?
You know experience though. Yeah.
I know about this.
Oh,
There he goes. I know about this.
There he goes. Make it rain, dude.
We love this, dude. This is amazing. Not gonna lie, did not know that was coming. All right.
you're gonna have to drink that. I can't. It's killing me. My
What
re-
is-
my reflex?
I don't know. Justin's such a bitch, dude.
Oh
He
my
just
God,
handed me
bro.
over the shot because he tried to whisper it. He tried to whisper it off mic. He's like, "You're gonna have to drink that."
Yeah, I heard.
Wait,
that.
hold on.
I
I'll
said
do
it
it.
literally on mic.
to drink that. You're gonna have to
drink Literally.
that. My acid reflux.
What is it? So what's the like? What the
I
fuck
work
is
myself
the?
to the bone. I
what does
work
it feel
32
like?
hours.
You're out of your fucking mind. The kid doesn't even show up to his own restaurant.
Hours.
Kid doesn't even show up to his own restaurant.
I'm out doing other shit.
We call him the couch manager.
The couch manager.
Yeah, because he just watches the
He
camera.
acts like I don't have two businesses.
We
Steve
call
will,
him-
Steve will back me up on this one. You can't be at one place all the time. You'd be at separate places. You gotta bounce around.
Steve is here
Yeah.
every single day.
Yeah, I don't work at the other place. I work at so all his pasta, all his bread. Who does he think's touching everything? I touch every plate. He just don't realize it. I touch every fucking plate.
touches every
I
plate
touch
with his
every fucking plate.
Yeah, okay. And it's
My
a
germs
fucking,
are on every
probably
plate.
an appetizer to you,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
1 pound of pasta.
Anyway, sushi's an appetizer. Kati, that's the first wrong things Kati said today. First wrong thing.
I really would like to hear what you think is the number one invention.
I mean, I mean, clearly it's air conditioning.
It's not air
not.
conditioning. It's the dumbest thing ever.
It's not. Do you think, Jay Fine? Do you think that it's the number one invention?
What did we say was the number?
Marco
one
said the
invention?
wheel. So it's like, I
The
understand if the
internet
wheel.
we
I
said
think
was
that's
up
stupid
there.
too.
My thing is, I could
said
live
eyeglasses.
live without the internet.
You could live without air conditioning.
I could not live without air conditioning.
Yes,
That's what
you
I'm telling
could.
you. No,
You're
I
just a
couldn't.
spoiled cunt.
I am a spoiled cunt. I said I'm a fat white American.
The
Okay.
thing with air conditioning is like I don't know if it's the one, but it's tough to find something that applies.
But they
like,
don't
as
understand that
equal.
it
It might be
considers
the
heat too.
5-1.
It's conditioning of the air. It's
No,
heat
that's
and
not
air
what you
conditioning.
said, though.
That's what I said.
No,
if you
that's
go
what you
back
said
to the
to
original
Bobby
argument,
after.
no, if you go to the
Trying to
original
change your tune.
argument, I said heat and air conditioning. You got a split unit in your wall. It does heat and AC.
This drink
it
is
could do both.
fantastic,
Every
dude.
drink is so good right
Every
now.
drink is so good. Every drink is so good.
We're
but
going to walk
I
home fucking
love this
legless
drink
by the
so
time we
much.
leave
I'm gonna-
here.
You gotta promote it more. People don't appreciate it that much.
No,
No, it's
I
good.
would.
I said, listen,
Hand up.
I
Don't
always,
worry. I'll take care of that.
What I
You'll
said,
see how this drink gets
what
pumped
I
in
said is
tomorrow.
we always have a wait list because I work 3 doors down. And I send people to Libertine, and now I will only strictly send people here.
That's
So I
right.
got you.
So expect more dick pic requests probably with our clientele.
Most likely.
Saturdays we want to.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Danny,
Yes, sir.
come on down.
Oh, man, I need a drink for this.
Yeah, get a drink.
Nice.
Get a
I
nice
like
stiff drink.
everybody. I love
like
how
that.
everybody in it everybody just comes strapped with a beverage.
I love it.
I was like, I'm gonna need a drink for this one.
I feel like I'm at a Cypress Hill concert right now.
I feel like I'm at 11 right now in Miami.
I do wish I was doing
You said
something.
you're gonna walk out of the closet with an axe and shut me the fuck up. I
Yeah.
said, like, what are we doing?
Ah, nice. Nice. Joining us now, executive chef of Wicked Craft.
What's up, Chef? How are you?
Good, guys.
Chef.
How you doing?
Chef
Yeah, we're
Dan.
hanging in there.
How we doing?
We're
I
doing
guess we
great.
have one question just to start it off before we dig into your culinary career. What would you consider sushi an appetizer or a full meal?
appetizer or full meal. Well, it depends how you eat.
It does depend how you eat.
Let's say a normal spicy tuna roll. Do you consider that an appetizer or a meal? Yeah, you.
That's an appetizer.
Thank you. That's what I needed, Danny.
I mean, if you
My
wanna,
man,
if you wanna
50
sit down-
grand.
if you want to sit down and eat, let's
Yeah,
eat.
let's eat, exactly.
All right, Danny,
If
I
you're
got you.
gonna
I
range
got
your,
you there. I got you
calories
there.
in your figure. I mean, Jenny Craig works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My point is, if sushi's going to be a meal, you got to order 8 to 10 rolls or 4 or 5
Well,
rolls.
the
right?
whole thing is not you order. You mix it up.
Yeah, you mix them
try
up.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Exactly,
Yeah, you got a little fucking
Variety's a spice of life, right?
I
Yeah,
agree 1,000%.
absolutely.
You know, like you guys, I heard you guys talk. I would put it in the same category as tapas.
Yeah.
You know,
It's fair enough.
Sushi in its own, you saying?
It's the
Yeah.
only true foodies. Me and Danny. That's right.
Hey, you and Danny
Yeah,
would eat the
me and
sushi
Danny
place
could-
out of fucking business.
Yeah, that's.
probably.
They'd be happy to have us, right, Danny?
That's right.
They'd be happy to have us.
Yeah.
So, Danny, how long have you been cooking? How long have you been a chef?
Oh God. 3 minutes.
3. They just hired you off the street. You were walking down the street.
I've been doing it for a while, over 30 years.
Okay, wow. Where have you worked before?
I worked at Davio's.
Okay,
nice.
okay.
Top of the Hub.
Oh, wow.
I had my own place for 23 years.
Oh, really?
I worked on private boats.
Okay.
Did the private chef stuff.
How is that? Like, how is that life? Like,
Is it like below deck? Is it like the same thing?
Exaggerated a little bit.
A little exaggerated, right? Yeah.
You know, a little exaggerated. You're really not allowed to talk to the clientele at all. I
Yeah.
mean, they want no minimum
Interaction.
reaction with them at all.
Now, are you out on the boat for a certain amount of time, or is it like
Depends,
you get,
yeah.
if
It
you get there
depends.
by 8 a.m. and then you're back home by say 11 p.m.?
I did
or-
some of both. I did some that, you know, you were out there for 2 weeks.
Oh, you live on the boat.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, you eat, sleep, and drink, work. I mean, that's it. You
Of
get
course,
out,
yeah.
you're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not like you got, 12 other dishwashers and a prep guy. It's just you, and the rest of the crew helps you out. And they only
Really?
help you because they want to eat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
Do you have any crazy private chef stories? Any crazy requests, or is it all just typically normal shit?
Guy paid $5,000 for leek soup.
Leek soup.
Yeah,
$5,000.
$5,000 leek and potato soup. Really.
Wow.
All right, so I'm a little retarded. What's that?
Leek is a vegetable.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a cross between an onion and a scallion. You don't like vegetables, so you're never gonna know.
No, he only eats anything that has high sugar
This guy's
content.
revoked me of my Italian
Yeah, I
card.
revoked him as Italian
Yeah,
card.
you're right. You're right about
Ketchup
that.
on chicken cutlets.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
He's a scumbag.
You just embarrassed your mother right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's
My
hanging under
grandmother
a
just
rug. Yeah,
rolled.
she's
My
rolled
grandmother's
over.
rolling
The,
over
fun-
right
the
now.
funniest thing, he graduated with my mother.
Oh, really?
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you went to Revere High?
I graduated in '84. Yeah.
Oh, so we're all Revere boys too.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nice. I'm sorry.
All right, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No
Something's
shit.
in the water.
Yeah, something's in the water.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, great class of '84.
Leek
So were
and
you
potato soup.
were you
huh?
friends with his mother then? Or did
Yeah,
you-
I mean, we weren't best friends, but I knew her. I knew her
Yeah?
growing up.
Did you know we're crazy sisters?
The sisters I didn't know.
No.
The sisters I didn't know.
You're trying
All
to
right.
get into your
I knew
mother.
his mom.
All right, I gotcha. That's awesome, Revere boy. I love it.
Yeah.
So owning your own restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Or like being a chef. What are some of the things that like are like big no-nos that like people don't know? Like things that like you just can't stand to see happening in the kitchen.
I hate when people think we spit in food.
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's-
I've been in kitchens over 30 years. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even joking around. People don't do that.
No,
Yeah.
especially you know that there's cameras back there too. No
That's
one's
irrelevant.
risking their.
Listen,
What's gross?
one thing about being cooks and stuff, they're hardworking people and they take a lot of pride in what they do.
Yeah.
I don't care if you work at McDonald's. It's not glamorous sitting there sweating your ass off in 90-degree weather with grease all over the place. You don't do that because you're making $12 an hour. You do that because you got some pride.
Yeah.
You're enjoying what you're doing. It's a certain mentality that can do it. I could tell a new guy when he comes in within 15 minutes whether he's going to last or not. You either got it or you don't.
You
It's
got
like
it or
waiting
you don't.
tables or being a bartender. You got to
Yeah,
be
you
a
know.
special person.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta
Yeah,
be a
you
little
know.
fucked up.
Yeah. Well, whatever fucked up means, because I know a lot of smart people that are fucked up.
Oh yeah, no,
that's true.
absolutely.
I mean, you're a doctor. You don't choose to be a doctor. You're chosen. God gave you that gift. God gave you that gift to cook. God gave you that gift to see drinks before somebody. I can look at something, know what it tastes like before I even taste it.
Yeah.
I'm not being cocky, but just doing it a long time, I can just tell how it was cooked, how it was prepared, how it was thrown on that dish.
Yeah, but that also comes from you having a love for it all, though.
I don't do this because I want to do it. I do it because I'm sorry, I don't do it because I get paid. I do it because I want to.
Yeah.
I love this. I say it all the time. This is not work for me. I enjoy coming down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fun. I get to create, make people happy. There's nothing better than feeding somebody, and I feel like the old Italian grandmother. You know what I mean? I see
Yeah,
them,
it's a
hey,
beautiful-
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
God
thing.
knows I'm feeding Nico.
Yo, please. He hasn't skipped a meal since
I think
fucking
that
89.
people in society, for some reason, they look down on the service industry for some stupid fucking reason. When I think that every single person, it should be a prerequisite
Yes, definitely.
that you should have to work in the service industry
Oh, yeah, I
to know
couldn't
how to
agree
deal
more.
with people. I don't trust any motherfucker that doesn't understand. Like, if you're a bad tipper, you treat service people wrong, there's something fucking wrong with you. You're
know
not
what
a
it
normal
is?
person.
They work in these square box jobs, so they get shit on all day long.
Yeah.
And here's their 10 minutes of fame to go shit on
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, meanwhile, that waitress is making, or that waiter's making 10 times more money than you,
Yeah.
100 times smarter than you,
Easily.
you know, and some people suck. But you know what? That's the world. I guess, you know what? If people didn't suck, good people wouldn't be noticed.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good
I hate when
point.
people return. I hate when people like return food. You know, and you hop on me for this, like, because obviously we should. But when people return food and they just don't have they like just find the reason that they like don't like it.
Yeah,
but,
what
like,
didn't they like about it?
Right.
They'll
Let
just
me
bring
help
it
me
back.
out.
Yeah.
Let me. You know what? It's not even so much of you could complain. It's about me fixing that dish.
Yeah.
That I don't want that to happen again. That's why I asked that question. But don't send it back because I don't know. I don't like pepper. Well, there's pepper in the dish. I didn't read it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that happens constantly.
Yeah, that happened. I remember that happened on a brunch. There was bacon, and the girl never specified to me about like allergy or personal preference. It was like literally on the menu, and like when we took it back, the main reason like taking it back is like she's like, oh, well, like I didn't know it had bacon on it. It's like it's on the menu. It
Well,
says
people
that
don't
they-
read the menu. That's
They
the
don't
problem.
read it.
They
Or
don't read it.
they skip a word or
AI
something.
involved too. You know,
Yeah.
AI didn't fuck up. You know, we did it with AI.
Yeah,
No shit.
Do you remember the time the lady sent back the Italian cold cut stuff because she didn't eat pork?
Yeah. But it lists it all.
No,
Where
of
the fuck
course
Oh,
it
they
does.
sent that back?
Yeah, they didn't eat pork.
We had someone send back a bolognese and was like, "We don't eat meat." It's like,
Great.
yeah.
what the
says
fuck are
fucking
you
meat
talking about?
sauce
It's like
right
you
under
order
the
Alfredo.
fucking-
It's
you
like, oh,
order
I'm
meat
dairy
sauce?
free. Like, how the
Yeah,
fuck did
what?
you manage to do that?
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah,
It's
they order a
crazy.
fucking Alfredo, and they're like, "Oh, I can't have dairy." Well, then what the fuck do you order the Alfredo
But I
for?
but I
what are you out
swear
of your
it's
mind?
the same people that have never. We all know that they. If we were to take their LinkedIn fucking resume, they have never stepped in any type of service type job.
Yeah,
They just have
and
never.
you had a good point. Is they get shit on in their fucking at work, constantly stuck in their little
wanna take it out on
cubicle, and
somebody.
they need to take it out on somebody. It's their
Right.
way to vent. And you get a lot of people that just try to cheat the system, anyways.
Right.
They'll enjoy everything. They'll save the last bite, tell you they don't like it, just so you take it off.
I look at it this way: you take more than 2 bites of something, you own it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I take a bite of something, it doesn't taste right. I'll take that second bite just to say, all right, I'm not crazy.
yeah.
I take that third bite, I own that.
You own that,
Yeah.
100%.
Then you're on the board whether you like it or not. Listen, you're not going to like everything you eat, and everybody cooks different, and you're entitled to your opinion. You know, thing they taught us in culinary school. I remember one of the first lessons we learned, and he said it to me because I was Italian, obviously, but he says you can make the best tomato sauce out there. I don't want to get into the gravy sauce discussion, please.
Sauce, yeah.
It's
sauce.
sauce. We're
It's
all
sauce.
sauce.
Okay.
Sauce.
You can make the best sauce in the world. If somebody grew up with having ketchup on their pasta, that ketchup is going to taste better.
Yeah.
Because that's what they grew up with. That's what they know. That's what makes them comfortable. That's what gives them those memories.
Yeah.
So cooking
you're
to
right.
me is so personal. I get it, but you can't order a chicken limon and expect it to taste like chicken cacciatore.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree with
Just
that.
'cause
Well, let
it
me
is chicken
experiment.
meat.
I don't know what a leek is. Let me try what a leek is. Oh, I don't like a leek. Well, you know what? You should have known what a leek tastes like before you ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or guess what?
Ask.
You don't like it? Now you know
Right.
why you complaining about it.
But you want me to pay for it.
yeah, you ordered something new.
But you want me to pay for it.
Yeah.
You want the restaurant to pay for it
Yeah,
because
they
you
No,
want
of
an
course.
experiment.
They're looking
Yeah.
for it.
You know what?
Makes no
That's how
sense.
that doesn't happen in any other industry.
Doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. This is the only industry it
Where
happens.
You purchase something and you had it and consumed it, and then you want a refund just because you want a refund. Like, same thing with the drinks. Like, she put in the work making the drinks. Okay? It came exactly as described, right? Exactly as described. And then you're like, oh, actually, I don't like rhubarb. All right, well, it said it on there. So you want it free? And you drank half of it.
Yep.
What do you want?
It makes no
She
sense.
still put in the work.
It's crazy. So my mother cooked forever, cooked in all our restaurants. We had a few at one time, and she was cooking in one location. And she's a nut. She's a nut. Italian Revere broad, fucking crazy person, right? Especially when she was cooking, totally different animal because you get more
Right.
higher
more
higher
passion.
stakes. You
You're
got less
passionate.
patience.
Yeah, you're into it.
So someone complains. She's over in we had an East Boston location over by like the airport. someone complains about the bolognese sauce. Said the bolognese sauce is bad. So she's like, oh, that's weird. So she personally goes out of the kitchen because it's her restaurant, goes out and starts talking to them. And she's like, what's in this thing? So there's a takeout bag on the table. She's like, didn't they just complain about the stuff? Oh yeah, but they wanted to take the rest of it home. Hold on a second. So she gets the check that took off she ripped up the check in front of them, threw it off their face and then takes the thing, puts it on the ground, starts jumping on the fucking the fucking bolognese sauce. And she's like, listen, I don't care that you got a free meal. You're not taking it home.
Yep.
Right.
Because if it's bad, it's bad. You're not feeding it to you, your son, your dog,
Kids,
nothing
yeah,
like
your
that.
dog.
It's bad,
Yeah, they
right?
get you every
You want a
time.
free meal, fine, but you're not taking it home. Okay, so
learned
she
that-
started stomping in the middle of the
I
fucking
learned
restaurant.
that the first time my mother told me
Yeah.
when we had go-go. My mom, I came back, said, Ma, they didn't like this veal cutlet, this and that. I said, but can you get me a takeout box? She goes, what the fuck you getting a takeout box for? I said, oh, well, they want to take it home.
Yeah, okay.
She goes, no. You got two decisions. You can either give that back or you can stick with it and you can eat it
And pay for it.
and pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
You
getting
ain't
both
get,
words.
she's like, you ain't beat me for a dish and taking it home. It don't work like
It does
that.
not work like
That's
that.
another one that, like, my
Welcome to
mother
the
did the
fucking
same
real
thing.
world.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, my mother being, of course, like the sister of Al's mother, of course, but coming out from behind, going up to the table, and she blatantly looked right at the table and said, you don't like this? Said, no, I don't. You know, the sauce. Then I'm taking it. I'm going to take it back. Let me know what I can do better on it. She's like, oh, but I want to take it home. But she's like, but you didn't like it. And then
Yeah.
you just catch people that they feel so
Oh,
dumb.
they die on the inside.
They have
Right.
no idea. Yeah, they have no idea how to
Well,
act.
people just think they're slick, and you're gonna get that in every industry where people just think they're slick. But the service industry itself, it's a whole different fucking animal because there's a whole game that these people fucking play.
They play it and they know it well.
And
be
when
honest.
I managed in Orlando, they were huge for it, and I worked at a very corporate place, so they just. The customer, especially in fucking like how Disney is and all that
I
shit,
don't like how you keep saying they. Who's they?
like the people.
Just the people.
Oh no, when I said they, as in corporate.
You're trying to make a
As in corporate,
Okay.
I know you're trying to be funny, but they like they don't want they'll eat the whole fucking thing and leave
Yeah,
one bite
they
and be
suck,
like,
dude.
I don't like it, and
I think corporate might be worse.
corporate is
Corporate's
just
how it all got started.
yeah.
and corporate's like just take it off.
Yeah,
They don't want to deal with it.
Why
They don't
deal
want
with
the
it?
bad
And that's
fucking
probably
Yelp
the smart
review.
thing. It's probably more
Like
smart to just
it
do
is,
that
but
than
it
stomp
isn't.
on a veal bomb.
But people get on the take. They
Yeah.
start telling their
Oh, that's
friends.
what they do.
But
That's
they
what they're
play
doing.
with numbers. Look, as a chef, and people laugh at me all the time. I talk about McDonald's. That's one of the best run restaurants in the world.
we were just talking about
we just
that.
said this.
We
Me and
literally
it was
just said that.
maybe even on the
It's,
podcast.
Yeah,
it's
we
so
did.
impressive. It's so impressive.
People are like, oh, you're trying to steal from McDonald's. No, you steal from those places because they're the most efficient run places in the fucking
It's like
world.
a well-oiled machine.
You're not going to be able to make a burger like them, but you wanted that process.
Well, there's no
the process
surprise.
they
There's
work.
no surprises.
I agree.
I go to McDonald's
It's
in
always the
China.
same.
I go to McDonald's in Revere.
Yeah.
I'm getting the same cheeseburger.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's unbelievable. Do that worldwide.
What were we talking
crazy.
about? The fries?
I
How
don't know
they
what
just
we're
have?
talking
Yeah, it was the fries because you said you order fries somewhere in the area, and they always put the fucking container up. They close the container on.
Oh yeah,
you.
which is crazy. You just
By the
fucking
time you bring them
sogging
home,
out.
it's
It's
just
steamed.
you're still cooking.
Well,
them.
now they got French fry containers with the holes in them.
Yeah,
That's why you got to do them. Yeah, vent.
Nothing's worse than going out. And you shared this story with me last week. You went out, spent a good amount of money on whatever on food you ordered, right? You got it delivered to you, and it fucking sucked.
Oh,
delivery's
I'm
tough.
not going to say no name at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Just say it. It's all
And
right.
you know what? And I am not one of them people that like rip restaurants apart.
Yeah.
Because I understand the backstory. Somebody had a bad day. But when I tell you the food sucked from A to B,
Yeah.
and I spent $75 on me,
Yeah.
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
takeout.
Yeah.
it's like there wasn't one good thing there.
That's
How do you
crazy.
fuck up chicken soup?
Yeah, that's
Like you
tough.
have to want.
I feel like that's the one thing that travels very well. A soup travels wicked good.
Well, when I went in there
yeah.
and I took a chicken bone out of it, it's like at least take the meat off the bone.
He's over there eating a fucking
It's like,
huge
it's well
one.
done. Like they're not even the like the joint, like the
Yeah,
elbow
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Like
That's funny.
I mean, I ate the college, but Jesus Christ, most people don't eat that stuff.
Did I ever tell you so to get back to when I managed at the place in Florida?
Kings.
Yes. So we had these people, we had like an upper concourse.
Yes.
Somebody called us for a reservation of 14 people, right? And no, normally we're open till about 2 a.m. These people show up. It was a celebration after a funeral. One of their friends
Like an
died.
afterlife celebration.
An
Okay.
afterlife celebration. Well,
Weird. All right.
it was for 14 people.
I mean, at Kings is weird.
I'd
but it's
say
fine.
about 80 people showed up.
right
And these people were fucking maniacs.
animals.
Dude. They're hanging from fucking chandeliers.
We've
They're
got fucked up at some,
They're
some
pulling the
funerals, so.
fucking curtains off the fucking wall. They're drinking Hennessy. They're fucking crazy. We just flipped all the lights on at about 12 o'clock. We're like, no, you guys, everybody the fuck out.
yeah,
We're
it seems like they
closing.
got jacked up.
Everybody out. So we kick everybody out. We had to call the cops. It was nuts.
Because you guys are open till like 4, right? Out there.
We were open till 2.
Oh, 2.
So we close. Everybody's gone. Whatever. We're cleaning up. We look under the ping pong table.
Someone's there.
Somebody took a shit under the ping pong
Oh
table. dude.
my god! They took a shit under
Like
the
a big fucking steaming hot shit under the
That's
under the
actually
ping
funny.
pong
How did
table.
they
That's,
manage
that's
to
actually
do
It
not
was
bad.
fucking crazy. These
I mean, there
people
is
were
bathrooms,
fucking
you
crazy.
fucking
Go to the
scumbags.
bathroom. They were
That's
just trying to be
fucking disgusting. How
scumbags.
the
So,
fuck
Danny,
did they
I
manage
guess
to
with
shit in
that,
front
Danny,
of-
what's the craziest thing you know in the restaurant industry either happened behind in the kitchen or in the front? Like any stories you have?
Crazy.
Anybody shitting under a ping pong table?
Nobody shitting on a ping pong table because I would fucking personally would kill them. I got pissed at a kid for throwing up in the hallway last week. I wanted to hang him.
Yeah. Oh, that is gross.
I told him, you gotta go now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You gotta go. If you can't control yourself from throwing up, go outside. Go throw up in your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
brutal.
a lot of crazy things.
Now you had time that you lived in Italy.
I was born there.
You were born
wow.
there.
Well, I was actually born in Switzerland. I grew up in Italy.
Okay.
born in Switzerland, grew up in Italy, and then did you work at all in Italy?
I went to Paris for pastry school.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I went to Paris for
okay.
pastry school. I took a class out there.
So, did you work in pastry for a while here?
No.
Ever here? No?
I do it. Cooking is an art.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, baking is a science.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't do well with preciseness. Like you have to have 3 grams of this and 2
Right, weighing, you don't
because it's a
like-
chemical
yeah.
reaction.
Like,
Yeah,
kills your
baking is a
fucking
chemical
chemistry,
reaction.
or
I mean,
your-
so is cooking to a certain point. It's a chemical reaction. You add oil to a flame, it's going to heat up. That's a chemical reaction. If you really want to break it down, I mean, all the cooking is a chemical reaction.
Yeah,
But it's a little more precise because if
it's
you're
more
off
leeway.
in cooking.
Yeah,
You don't have that leeway in baking,
baking, you
because
have
if you
zero
put too
leeway.
much salt, too much sugar, you're going to kill the yeast or it's going to grow too much.
Or you got to look at temperatures,
Temperatures,
humidity, everything.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, like I
I
even
mean, I like it. I don't love it. I'm starting to like it as I get older.
Yeah.
I guess you change. You get a little more, I'm more regiment, I guess, as I
Yeah.
get older
Yeah.
than I was when I was younger. I'm more like put a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I
But
guess
baking stuff. I
What-
get a lot of respect
listen,
for bakers. A lot
I'm
of
a-
respect.
I'm a baker, so I appreciate it. Thank you for your respect. I respect
you are not a
as
baker,
chef.
dude. You
I am
make
a
weed fucking
baker,
brownies, dude. You make weed
And you
brownies.
fucked it up.
I
Yeah,
fucked
you
it up.
fucked it up.
I fucked up brownies. I came in.
Yeah, out of the box and it gets the whole recipe.
I came-
and he's over there just being like, ooh.
He got high and he couldn't read the
That's
directions.
exactly
I came in. I said,
Exactly.
"Hey, I gotta ask you a question." He's like, "What?" I said, "So I was making brownies the other night," and he goes, "Oh yeah, no fucking kidding, you were." So I was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "But I added 2 eggs. I think I should have just used 1." He's like, "Why? They came out real cakey." I go, "Yeah, they came
Yeah.
out real cakey. I want
Yeah.
them chewy and gooey." He's like,
Yeah,
"You got."
too many
He's like,
eggs.
"You got to chill with the egg." That's the thing. That's the whole second. Like,
It's a love. It makes things rise.
once I put
Yeah.
once I put that 1 egg in, and I already mixed all the batter, and now there's no way I can take it out. Like now I'm
No,
fucked.
you're
You're
fucked.
fucked.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you're
go
fucked.
to the store and buy a new box,
Yeah,
buddy.
Yeah.
That's right. When you go buy a couple of boxes at once so you don't screw it up.
I know that you're right. I should do that. I'm an expert at this point now,
yeah.
but
You know, TJ's dad was like a fucking master baker. He was so good.
master baker.
Well, yeah,
huh?
I mean, and his son's a masturbator.
His son is a masturbator.
No, yeah, he was a great baker. But the whole family is.
You grew up in Revere, the Castellos, that bakery.
Castello
that
Bakery.
bakery,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've been out of there for
years
Long
now.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all doing stuff though in the industry still.
they're all
They're all
still in the
still around.
industry.
Yeah. All of them, the whole family. They
You know what
they
it
got
is?
a skill.
It's amazing about this industry. It's just once it's in your blood,
Yeah,
It's hard to get away from it.
Yeah, that's why I try to keep my kid away from it.
Smart.
I
Yeah,
try to keep my kid away from it.
it's tough though.
It's like the
because
mob. You don't want them in it.
They
Yeah,
want to
no,
love
yeah,
it, but they
yeah.
want to love what you love.
I
Yes.
get that, but this is. You sacrifice a lot being in this business.
It's
Even
not
bakers
easy.
are even worse because they got shitty hours than us.
Yeah, you're waking up at fucking 5 a.m.
Yeah, you're
to
waking
stop
up at
bread.
5 a.m. You're going to bed at 8.
Do you know what time my bakers get in there? 2:30. They're in at 2:30 in the morning.
That's
doing
They're
crazy.
baking all night.
baking all night.
Well,
So-
look, all three of us, we all grew up with our parents being in the industry or having restaurants and shit, and all three of us just followed suit. But I have a kid on the way. The last thing I want him to do is be in this industry because it just takes your blood. But
It
you
does.
gotta love it.
But I love it. Like I said to you earlier, this is not a job for me.
Yeah.
I love what I do. I love the people I work with. Hey, it's not perfect. I argue with my sisters all the time, and I
Yeah.
argue with my family here.
Yeah.
It's part of growing up and growing up together. It's just,
Yeah,
you know,
no
I don't
shit.
think if you didn't argue, you wouldn't like each other.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I tell
how I
people all
look.
the time, I break their balls. I break your balls because I like you. If I didn't break your balls, then I get
We have
nervous.
a problem.
Right.
Here's what, Danny,
Absolutely.
you're 100% right. I got some family members same way that maybe some people used to be on this podcast that couldn't handle us busting their balls. But you're right though. Like if we didn't like you, there's people you see them out, you never fucking talk to them.
Yeah.
Just ignore them.
But then the person you say, "What the fuck you wearing on your feet here,
Right.
kid?" You know what I mean? Like, well, what shoes do you have on? You like that kid? You know, you're trying to be
Right.
friendly
That shirt's
with
a
them.
little
That's the
tight
way
on
you
you.
socialize with people.
yeah, we got one
Yeah.
here that wears a tight shirt. He's still chopping a baby gap.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers, yo, you guys have to meet this kid.
I
He's a
definitely
big-
want to be one.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He wears
Yeah.
medium shirts.
Yeah.
Connie, is
Send
that
me-
the one I got to ask to put the dick pic on the espresso martini?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna remind him he's a double
I'll ask
XL,
him.
but he's still
Yeah.
in his mind. He's still a medium.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh,
So,
that's
Danny,
great.
you're kind of being, I feel like you're being a little coy about some stories that you've.
Like, you know, some things, you know, are left in the kitchen.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of funny things that
Yo,
happen.
I know. Trust me,
I
we've
want
been
to write
around.
a book.
Yeah.
I'll read that book.
I
You know what it's
honestly
gonna
would
be
read
called?
any
What?
chef's book in the world.
Every night Saturday night, because Tuesday night ends up being a Saturday night in the restaurant.
every
You're
time.
right. Every
Every
night.
night's a
That's a great
Saturday
fucking
night.
name. That's even a great name for just like a series, like
Yeah.
a fucking
It's just
a sitcom.
one thing about this industry in my life. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is why I'm divorced, because my wife says I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
fucking
you
love
said to
that.
me all the time, I'm usually just a miserable cunt, but when I'm here, I have a ton of fun.
Did I ever tell you the story about my buddy that's a personal chef? And he worked for Nicolas Cage. He had Nicolas Cage was like coming home. He had to make this fucking. He's like, oh, I'm having 15 people over. This huge dinner. It was like lobster.
This is Nicolas
steak.
Cage telling him this.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's there cooking for like 8 hours, getting everything prepped, ready, blah, 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 this and that.
Yeah,
It's
of
like
course.
they're supposed to be arriving. Nobody ever came. So we had him cook this huge fucking
shit.
meal. Nobody ever came. So he had to just throw everything out. It was crazy.
Where was he in? Was he in like Vegas or something? Where
Yeah,
does
something like
Nicolas
that.
Cage live? Who the
Yeah,
hell
I
knows?
think it
Like
was.
some
I
dungeon.
think it was Vegas.
Yeah,
to be
like what
honest.
all
Yeah.
vampire
You ever
shit,
have to do
dude.
anything for anyone famous? Cook for anyone like that? Besides the guy that paid 7 bands for fucking leek soup?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Leek and
you
potato
know what
soup
it
is
was? They
the
had a fly. They had
cheapest
a
thing in the world.
We were in Bangor, Maine. They had a helicopter. The leaks in.
The leeks in. Oh, what a
Wow,
fucking
that's crazy.
Dude. I would say leek and potato soup's the cheapest soup in the world. Dude.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like-
when you're in Me's Bumfuck, Maine,
yeah.
you
It's
got a
like get him in
helicopter
here.
in.
Yeah, the leeks.
There's a
Jesus.
funny story behind that. It's called. It's a soup that Louis XVI from France ate. It used to be a hot soup, so they were trying to poison him for years.
Oh, okay.
So he would have like 16 people taste his soup before it got to him. So they changed the soup from being hot to being cold, because by the time it got to him, it was a cold soup.
Right, like gazpacho type stuff.
That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
fucking
Yeah, that's how
funny,
that
dude.
soup came about. You know, it was kind of funny when the guy told me it was leeks. Where the fuck are we gonna get leeks? We're in Bar Harbor, Maine. You
Yeah.
ever been to Bar Harbor, Maine?
It's fucking 4 hours up.
5.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's beautiful though up there.
But you
Yeah.
know you have fuck
I don't know,
you
but
money.
is anything beautiful 5 hours away?
No.
I don't know. Not on a
If
ride.
I can't
no.
get cable, air conditioning,
Yeah.
room service,
You're
I'm
basically
sorry.
you're in a
You can
third
have
world
it.
country at that
Yeah.
point.
But if you know you got fuck you money, if you're fucking helicoptering in leaks.
well, if I got fuck you money, it doesn't matter what I want it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I guess. But you
If I
gotta-
want my sushi appetizer, Kati, I'm getting my sushi appetizer.
What did Chef say?
Chef said it's an app.
Chef says it's an app.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kati, by the way, I would pay $5,000 for some of these drinks. You did an unbelievable job.
Yeah,
I
I
could
Why do
really
you
You're
say
did.
killing
it's an
it.
app? Because
Yeah.
you just keep on.
Feeding
Keep
us.
getting
feeding
them.
them, like-
Yeah, yeah.
Chef, do you want something to drink?
I'm good, doing good on tequila right now.
You want one?
Well, you know, if you're gonna twist my arm, I never say no.
So we're
I'm
actually
not that hard to say.
we are actually in we have a weight loss competition going on.
Oh,
You too?
Who's
Yes,
winning?
yes.
that's why I keep on feeding Nico.
He's
Yeah.
losing.
Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm such a bad influence on that too because I'm eating all the time with Nico.
All the time. If I need an eating partner, if I need anybody to have a bite of something with me, y'all, if I just have Kati near me, it's
Nico's the only person in Wicked Craft can eat whatever the fuck he wants to eat, as long as it's fattening.
yeah.
Oh, he's crazy, dude. He's
So-
legit nuts, dude.
So Christmas Eve is our cutoff. We made a contract, I think, almost a month and a half ago
Yeah.
now. He's getting 5 pounds, like favored. So
Okay.
he's
Spotted.
Spotted. All right, he's already plus 5.
Okay.
Minus 5. The winner gets $200.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
That's
about
not- it's
it's a
not-
3-team
No,
team.
no,
Yes,
that's not a
three-team
parlay, but you're
yes.
close.
I don't know anything about football or whatever.
Betting.
She's trying to learn.
Yeah.
She's doing good though. She's doing good.
She'll
She's
get
doing
it.
good.
She'll get it.
I know. I gotta carve the pumpkin.
All right, so are we doing weigh-ins or not doing weigh-ins?
You're speaking about the business. Be careful.
Yeah.
So we are doing. We can eventually, if we want to, or like say by Thanksgiving, we can do a weigh-in if you want.
I
but
think you should do a weigh-in by Thanksgiving,
Christmas
guys.
Eve is the
You gotta
cutoff.
keep them honest. How you gonna
Keep them
how
honest.
you
No,
gonna keep
not
them
even
honest?
keep them honest, but just like keep the people
Let 'em
want
sweat it
more.
out?
Yeah, keep people want more.
So
You gotta
Chris-
see the way this kid fucking eats. By the way, we
Oh, I see the way he eats.
we
Dude,
went to.
he-
I almost,
No,
lost, I almost lost a finger one
No,
time.
he pissed.
You seen him eat his peanut butter cup? I didn't want to hold it on too long. He was like a shark in the water. Boom!
No,
he
he's
smacked it right out of my hand.
He's legit retarded. Yeah.
What a sin.
Yeah. So it's $200 and a bottle of Casa Azul to the winner.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's a pretty good gift.
Okay.
We made it interesting. Everybody's like, just do it for fun. Like we're like, nah, we're gonna put something on it. We're gonna put a little twist to it. How do you think you're doing? Do you think you're doing good?
It's
So how
tequila.
those Red Sox doing?
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know. When the hell are you
Motherfucker, dude.
planning on starting?
I don't know. Diet starts. Diet starts Monday. Today's Monday. I've sucked out.
I feel like it's
I've had a liquid
dude.
diet.
I swear to God, I didn't even know it's been a month and a half. It's been 6 weeks.
Probably.
Every time we're out, dude, you're fucking shoving food down your face, dude. You got your steak and
Fries,
cheese,
pizzas,
fries.
steak
It's
and
good. It's good
cheese.
for
You're fine.
him.
We'll feed him up.
Keep
Don't
him
worry, I'll
healthy.
get it.
We
I'll
gotta
get
keep
it.
him healthy.
He's gonna be working
needs
fucking
this.
6
Anytime I'm
doubles that
here,
week to
for
pay
fun-
the bet.
For fun's sake, if anytime I'm here and he sees me and nothing's going on, and I'm like, he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "You hungry?" I'm like, "No, I'm not hungry." It's like, "Sure, you don't want a cake, a brownie?" You're looking
He's
at
trying to
that,
bubble
you're like,
up. Bubble up.
we work Friday brunch in the morning. It's me and him and
All of a sudden,
fucking-
waffles are coming
and
your way.
dude. If you guys
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
want to laugh,
Come here on a Friday
come
morning.
here on a Friday morning. It is me, Danny, and fucking tight shirt Juan, dude. Like it is
But,
fucking.
hey, listen, we
priceless.
do
Medium
love
one?
Juan. Just to put it out there, we do love
I
the
love-
kid.
we love
He
Juan.
is an awesome kid.
We have so much fun with him. We're trying to get him into football, bro.
Yeah.
It was the funniest fucking things in the world. Danny makes fun of him because he always comes in wearing the same shirt, but like, you know,
The one he got at
skin
Baby
tight,
Gap.
but he wears like a button up, so it's like skin
I told
tight.
him, if you exhale, you're going to take somebody's eye out.
Yeah, with the fucking buttons, dude.
I feel like we needed Juan here to get like a picture of him, just
I
to
know.
have him sitting here, dude.
No, you
Juan.
gotta listen. You don't even have to look at him. You gotta listen to him
Oh,
talk.
he's got some good stories.
If you listen to him talk, dude, he is like so funny. And he's been here. See, he's Colombian, but he's been here for how long?
Oh, he's been here forever.
He's been here
He's
forever.
American. I'm sorry. He's not Colombian.
To the work environment.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
exactly,
the work
yeah.
environment. Once,
there
we go. There we are.
Well, I feel like I just got a raise.
I find these things in
I
my
feel like
apartment.
I'm sure that
I find these things in my apartment. Like, how did this get up here?
Is this what a stripper feels like? That's what I want to know. I kind of want to be a stripper, you know, after all this, getting
Well,
money
I'm going
thrown
to
at
pay
me
you.
like this.
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah.
hundred. Here's a hundred. Keep your clothes on, please.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, if you don't fucking drop some tips on me, I'm gonna start stripping right
All
now.
right, what
That
tips you want?
Might be a good fucking business idea.
Yeah, that's great.
The Juan's a good
I
kid.
love
He's
this
funny.
fucking place, dude. This place, listen, this place is a fucking 10. If you guys can't see that right now, you're either blind, you're Helen Keller deaf, or you're retarded. I mean, let's be
There's a
honest.
lot of
here.
Juan. There's a lot of people. We can't say that word anymore.
No, we can't.
Spectrum.
We're trying to
Spectrum.
bring it back. We've been trying to bring it
Spectrum.
back.
We've been doing our best.
Bring it back.
We got a live one on the podcast, so we can say it.
Three morons.
Oh, yeah,
on
we've
this
been trying to bring it
podcast.
back.
We've been trying to trailblaze,
We're trying to
bringing
say
back the word.
you should be able to say because you're not actually saying it to a slow person. You're saying it
to a normal person
to a
that is
normal
slow.
who is retarded. Yes.
Well, we
exactly.
have one on the podcast,
We have one, on, so we
we're
feel like
allowed.
it works.
He's wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Why the fuck are you wearing that hat?
Well, fuck, man. It's a Halloween
It
episode.
is
I'm gonna be
Halloween. We
serving
don't
tomorrow
normally
like this.
dress like
You're gonna be
this.
serving like that?
Yes. I'm gonna be going up
He'll
to the
be
table.
bumping into
Hi,
everything.
I'm Marshmallow. People are gonna love it. You don't think people are gonna love it?
They're gonna say you're fucked up. You're gonna get there might be a
Like, he's
couple
a
of
little
guys with a
slow.
fucking
Let's give him a
jacket
bigger
they want to
tip.
put on you.
Yeah.
A straight jacket.
Where does it plug into?
What do you mean?
Do you have like
His
a battery
brain.
pack?
I have a battery pack right down here.
But I do say I do really.
He does share that battery pack with his brain.
Yeah.
I hope
He's
did
plugged
you
in.
put it on recharge?
It looks like it's dying right
No, I'm
now.
on low bat mode constantly.
I do want to try the food. Everything else has been great. I definitely want to try the food.
Yeah, when we were here, I think we just had drinks, but everything looks great.
You gotta come in. You gotta do both things. You gotta do dinner
100%.
once, and then you gotta do brunch once.
We're definitely coming back. I'm
just-
probably coming here on Sunday, to be honest.
We just
guys,
redid our
because-
brunch menu for like the whole fall setting, as Kati did with most of the drinks that you guys drank today.
Nice. What do you got on the new menu?
It's some real spectacular stuff. I feel like everything's selling real well. Like
Yeah.
everything's going. You know how usually we've talked about how things get stale. Like Mediterranean egg bites are going. We got a sunny slice flatbread with all different types of stuff on top of that. We got two different bowls that we use. You know, an Epic and a
Nice.
Powerhouse. One's more of a healthier. Like
Look at this.
it's fantastic.
We got a little bit for everything for everybody.
little bit of
You want to be a
everything.
diet? You want to be fat?
Chocolate chip banana pancakes
How's
with
your
chocolate chip whipped
gluten-free
cream.
stuff? Are they people
Yeah,
begging for
stay
that
home.
constantly?
Stay.
I love
No,
that.
I love gluten-free people. I really do.
No,
Do you though?
well, you know what else is very popular too? The champagne pop
Yeah,
tarts.
the champagne pop.
You know
that's a
where
fun-
Oh.
pastry school really came into play out of
Yes,
France,
right
right
there.
there.
All right.
It's some spectacular stuff. And then on top of
We
that, you
make
got-
homemade pop tarts with a glass of with 2 glasses of champagne.
Guys,
Yeah.
listen to this forbidden French toast. French toast, luxuriously topped. I love that word, luxuriously. Topped with a fruit medley raspberry essence syrup and cocoa whipped cream. Tell me you wouldn't fuck that if that was a girl.
You know, I can't.
Are you outside of your mind right now?
I can't take
Orange
that.
Oasis
I can't
shrimp.
take that compliment. I'll give that all to AI.
That's all the AI.
This is fucking unbelievable. Look at all this stuff.
Team effort.
Holy shit. Sunny sliced fat bread. Oh.
starving, so I cannot imagine how hungry Nico is.
Oh yeah, you know he's
Yeah, I know
starving.
that, yeah. Papa, do you have any lard or Crisco, fam, to gain a little weight?
We know. I guarantee you, I know exactly where these fries are from.
Oh my
Delicious.
god, unbelievable!
Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Up the street,
No,
Right
we
down the
made
street.
them.
Across the street.
across the street.
I didn't make those.
No?
No, those are. It
look
starts
like
with a P. I guarantee it.
Face,
Yeah, I would put my bet on that.
face reveal.
Ooh, are you ugly?
Fuck you, bitch.
Hey, take your mask off.
Oh, this French fries are to die for.
Do you
Charged
feel
by
do
the
you
hour
feel
by
weird
the,
that
by
you're
the
the,
room.
does he feel weird that you're the ugliest person here that works here?
I'm trying
Honestly,
to think.
no, I'm being serious.
If you hate it,
I heard he charges by the room to haunt houses.
he does.
I actually, believe it or not,
He
the
does.
personnel in here, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I do pretty good for myself as far as you know. They say, how's it feel being the ugliest
Wait,
person
time
on
out.
the team?
You
He is
what?
the ugliest person here.
You do good as what?
I do go with the clientele here. You know,
Oh,
I do a
alright.
really good job.
Yeah,
you
probably
know,
like, oh, we got
serving,
the
you know.
ugly
Cleaning
one.
up.
They
So
feel
what you're
bad
saying
for-
is you pick up
It's
clientele.
like
Is what you're saying in
the
front of your
Rocky there.
bosses.
A little bit. No, I mean, you know, it's just friendly. It's just friendly banter. It's a lot of friendly banter. It's
Yes.
very nice. The clients.
I like that.
Nothing's been over the line here. Like,
No,
you've
no,
never
no.
we
stepped
got a
over the
clue. We
line.
got a clue. Our clientele is really good.
That's good.
Really good.
I would agree.
And Nico's
I would
good
see
with
like
I gotta say, Nico's really good with the people.
no, Nico's a great
He
kid.
has a
really is.
great
He's retired, but he's a
personality.
great kid. He really
Yeah.
is.
He
But
might
that's
be a
because he
little
had to drink the
slow.
water on Revere.
I
Yeah.
it could be the
That's what
water.
happens
There was
when
a
you drink
little
the water
lead
on
in
Revere.
it.
It happens to all of us.
Yeah, there was a little
I
lead
got a
in
little
it.
bit of that in me too. You know, I
Yeah.
drank the water
I
on
don't
Revere.
understand how someone walks through these doors.
And doesn't have a good time?
Yes, exactly, and doesn't want to say, "I want to come back."
They hate
look at
fun.
this.
That's what it is. They must
Yeah.
hate fun.
Like
You
Where
have
the
to be
fuck else are you getting
a
this?
fun hater, dude, to not
A fun
come back to this
sucker.
place. A fun sucker.
You got to be a
Fun
fun
sucker.
sucker to not
we
enjoy
got
it.
we
for
got
sure.
we have a fat sucker in our family, and then we have a fun sucker.
Is that Marco?
Marco's a little bit of a fun sucker for sure. Danny loves Marco. Danny cooked for Marco, never cooked for fucking me though.
He's good. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. And Marco came in there. Steve gave him the whole works, and on top of that, Marco. Even just think of this. This is such a Marco thing. Marco comes in here, right? Obviously doing the
Stop
night.
talking bad about your brother.
Wait, hold on. Hey, wait, Danny. Wait. Let's let him finish, and then I'll give you a
right,
story.
go ahead.
He's doing.
I'll give you a story.
He's doing good.
I agree, Danny.
He's doing fantastic. Does all great stuff. For anyone
do it
that
for you.
I understand that. So he comes in. Steve gives him the whole new menu.
Yep.
Right. And on top of all of that, after he tries everything, this fucking kid has the audacity when he comes over and meets Danny and finds out that Danny and actually Ma went to school together. He's like, somehow, someway, in the fucking 2 minutes of them having a conversation, Marco got a chicken broccoli Alfredo out of this guy. It's not even on the menu, bro.
How'd you let him squeeze that out of you?
He pokes me on the shoulder. He's like, yo, bring that to your brother. I said, there ain't no fucking way that you just made my brother chicken
I bet you
broccoli
knocked his
Alfredo.
dick back though.
Oh, my brother
Guaranteed,
loved it.
Danny.
He loved
Listen, so last episode, legitimately last episode, Nico went on a 30-minute tirade of how he hates his brother. So this is and it's his brother.
It's
so
a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship. So, and I think it's weird too about with them two, their
My
relationship.
sisters drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Marco used to be on this show. Marco used to sit literally right across from me. But, it is what it is.
He didn't like you anymore.
It's
I mean, it is
because
what it
of
is.
you. It's my
He
brother.
told me
you.
he
He
quit
said it
'cause
was
of
because of you.
He
so-
probably did quit because of me.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I would.
Look at you.
Wow. Can we get Dr. Phil? Can we get Dr. Phil on the line?
Someone call Maury Povich.
Because I can't do anything for him.
Somebody-
I gotta go soon. Am I getting in this or what?
Yeah,
Come
we're
on,
ready
Steve.
for
Come
it.
on over.
Get in there.
Come on over.
Steve, get on over here.
You got a spot for me?
Right over here, buddy.
Yeah. Come in here. Fuck this helmet.
Yeah, I actually want Danny in it too. I didn't want it. The reason I wasn't saying anything, I didn't want it to be a one or the other.
No.
yeah,
We're going
no,
to get you
no.
in 100%.
Come on in. Now joining us, we have the owner, the man, the mastermind behind all of Wicked Craft. Steve.
No, I think he's
The
got
man
something-
behind
I
all
knew
the
it.
confetti in
I knew it. Kid, don't fucking stop, dude. He's
How are
unreal,
you?
dude. I love it.
Absolutely.
Gotta make an entrance.
Welcome.
love it.
Thank you for having us to start off.
Yes,
Steve,
this has been great so far.
Where did you, so right off the bat, where did you get the image of where we are now with Wicked Craft?
Do me a quick favor. I want to, and I hope this is working. I want to stop you and I want to say, don't thank me for having you guys. I respect and appreciate anybody who's doing anything creative and anybody who's doing anything with their life, in addition to, their standard day to day. So anyone who has a podcast or anyone who has an Instagram page that they're doing something unique on, I'm happy to support that. And I'm fortunate to have, a venue, that's unique and exciting to be able to have people come in. So I love what you guys are doing. I'm not going to say that I tune in 100% of the time to every episode,
Yeah.
but I definitely watch all the clips,
I'm glad you
on
don't.
Instagram, and the stuff that you guys are doing is entertaining, it's engaging, and I'm honored to have you guys in here. So
Thank you.
thank you guys
Oh,
for
thank
coming
you,
in
dude.
here. I appreciate that, and it's
Appreciate that.
it's
Thank
something
you.
fun and it's something unique, and I'll definitely be sharing and reposting some of these clips on the Wicked page. 22,000 followers this morning. So
Nice.
Wow.
Yes. Let's
Congratulations.
go. We're
What
up
a
to 22.
fucking gentleman Steve is, though. Like in
Savage.
general, like just 100% top of the line guy. If you're not like supporting this guy 100%, you're outside of your mind. Not even that. Not even that he's a good guy. The experience level, as you could tell right now, he ain't even doing nothing special. This is an every fucking day thing with them, especially Sunday brunch. You think that he popped that off for us, dude? They're doing that every time you order champagne, every time you order certain drinks. This is a fucking atmosphere 24/7.
I love
Get
it.
the fuck in
A
here.
must experience. It's a must experience.
And you
Anytime.
can have this retard serving you, okay? We'll cut the retard
With
for
the-
what
with
we
the helmet
maybe
on.
we can collab.
The helmet on all day tomorrow.
Yes,
Well,
there's a different helmet we changed in from, so now you can wear the marshmallow helmet.
Now I can
okay?
wear this one. Now I can feel a little less left out. But yeah.
I'll answer your question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And I don't want to. I don't. First off, I gotta go somewhere. But I don't want to drag out a long, boring story either. There's a lot to this. I'm gonna first and foremost say I'm glad that Danny's still in the shot with me, because me and him really did this together since day one. I came in here and I was planning, long before we opened the doors, but Danny's been on board since we opened, and and obviously before that too. And we're lucky to have got connected. And him and I are really the only ones who've seen this thing evolve. And it was a fucking different place when we opened. The people we had in here, the concept. We opened without this wicked sign on the wall. It was just fucked up. And honestly, I don't want to speak negatively about anybody or say anything other than I had never opened a restaurant before, and we can get into kind of the backstory of how I got here. But I used a lot of what in my mind was safety nets. I hired people, I brought people in to kind of help bridge the gap between my experience and what I've done to where I am now. And they fucked it up top to bottom, made a lot of wrong decisions. And, the way this place is today, we're still doing stuff. I had MJ while you guys are doing this, sorry for all the noise and stuff, but we're redoing the bathrooms, we're redoing the outside. We're still redoing stuff, but it's just totally and completely evolved from where it was. So when you ask, how did you come up with the idea for this? Recently we kind of rebranded and we had to readjust and evolve, because there was a time when me and Danny were sitting in here, probably maybe two months after we opened, and it's nothing but fucking tumbleweeds and ghosts blowing through the place on like a Thursday night. And I'm like, hey, we have got to fucking figure something out, because I had great ideas for this place, and I hired somebody as like a consultant and a GM and whatever. I was the assistant general manager when we opened, just as like a safety net kind of thing. Let somebody else take the lead and make the best decisions for the business, because I wanted it to be successful.
Yeah.
But it came to a point where I realized, hey,
You were a better GM?
yeah, well, I've learned. I'm doing your job anyway.
Yeah.
I'm doing your job anyway. He's walking around saying he owns the place, and I'm walking around saying I'm the assistant general manager.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Hey, this kid legit did everything in this restaurant, like clear tables, wash dishes, like legit
do or die.
everything.
Gotta
What
do
it
that.
takes.
And me and Danny were doing. I was fucking. No, I don't want to say stressed, but trying to pull everything together. We're slammed Saturday. Danny's the only one. Everybody else is doing their own stuff, but Danny's helping me out of the kitchen, helping me clear tables this past Saturday. So me and him have been here day one and continue to, and we're planning on doing more. If you want to know about this concept, I'll get to it. What Wicked Craft is it's first and foremost craft cocktails, craft beer. When we opened, it was more of an emphasis on the craft beer. Wanted to get away from the wine and kind of the Italian thing.
Yep.
You don't open a t-shirt store next to 100 t-shirt
Yeah,
stores. You want to do
exactly.
something different.
Yeah.
So that was the whole concept. Let's bring something different to the North End. No disrespect. We want to add something. The neighborhood has changed. We're not changing it. There's Suffolk kids who live all over the place, Emerson kids all over the place. You like it or not, it's not your grandmother living in the North End by herself anymore with your family. There's a lot of people who aren't even from Massachusetts who live here.
Yep.
And I'll give myself credit for understanding, a market. There's a market for this. Why are they leaving and going to Union Street, to go out to the bars when we could open something nice in the North End? And, why would I try and compete? Before I even met Danny, Danny could compete, when it comes to the Italian food. But why would we try and compete with all these great, phenomenal places who've been doing it for 100 years?
Yeah.
Let's give them something different. And I wanted to bring something fun and energetic. My background is nightlife. It's entertainment. And I wanted to bring kind of the club vibe, in as small of a setting as it is. Wanted to bring you the energy and wanted to bring you the fun. And what I believe in, like the Wicked Crafting, is the food's crafted, the presentation is important. Everything's got to taste good. Everything's got to taste good, of course. But before you taste anything, you're gonna see it online. You're gonna see it, what it looks like, what's the atmosphere like, and that's how you draw people in. And then we try and exceed expectations. So Wicked Craft is about presentation, but it's the craft cocktails have taken over. That's what everybody wants. It's fun, it's engaging, it's a date thing, it's a whatever.
Yeah.
You're trying different
Absolutely.
drinks, and we try
Absolutely.
and keep the good ones on, the ones that sell and the ones that are good, and we try and update it seasonally. But Wicked Craft is an experience. It's not a restaurant. It's not about the food and the drinks. It's about the whole thing. And the company, we're trying to do more stuff, and then I'll shut up and let you guys talk. But we're trying to open another restaurant, and that's a real serious thing. My company, the umbrella for that is Top Floor Entertainment, and top floor means kind of the upper echelon of entertainment. So what that means to me is, of course, the food has to be good. Of course, the drinks have to be good. But you better have good service. You better have good music. You better bring a good atmosphere. Because I was if anybody ever asked me, you know, why'd you do this? Because I wanted stuff that didn't exist in Boston, you know? I wanted the day parties, the brunch parties, and no disrespect to anybody else, but, you know, we've been doing this for 2.5 years, and now everybody's doing brunch. And the last thing I'll say about this whole thing before you guys say anything else is that this past Sunday I had somebody very big and very well-known in the city come by here, and we had a talk about another business opportunity outside, and he said, if you guys ever get a bigger venue, it's fucking over. And also, I don't know if you noticed this, but a lot of people are copying you. And, you know, I'm honored and flattered that anybody's even paying attention to us.
Yep.
Because for a long time, people were walking by the fucking doors. Me and Danny were coming up with a new menu and trying to figure the fuck out. Now people are copying us 100%. And I can tell you who.
They should.
I never would, because it's honestly an honor. It's an honor that they're watching us. It's an honor that they think we're doing something good, and it just inspires us and the creative team that we have here: MJ, Dwight, me, Danny, Kati, Luis, and everybody who works here. I'm always asking for ideas. I'm always listening. It always pushes us to come up with a new thing.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
so keep copying us, because as soon as I see that, I'm like, well, it's time to fucking step the fuck up.
That's it.
Yeah, we're already emotional.
Copy the next step.
Yeah.
6 months
Catch
down the
up
road.
to
Yeah.
us.
This place is about an experience and being engaging. And the last thing is started as kind of like a beer garden, so wanted to bring like the garden aspect inside. But you know,
awesome.
it's become more about the cocktails. It's become more about the brunches. I don't want to say Miami, but I want you to feel like you're not in Boston. I want you to feel like it should be an experience.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
You step in from outside and you're like, this is a vibe.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I want.
We said we could walk from the top of Hanover all the way down to the bottom.
You're not finding this.
And everything's pretty copy and paste of each other. It is what it is. I mean, it's kind of that's what we've known it for years.
Yes.
For years, it's been like that. And
Well,
now, like you said, like the demographics are a little bit changing. The people around in the neighborhood, it's changing.
Well,
And
it's definitely been changing.
The North End is usually based off of tradition.
right,
That's usually how it goes. And you said it the best. Why am I going to open up a fucking t-shirt place right next to another t-shirt
100.
place? It
100
doesn't
ones.
it doesn't make any sense. So I love the concept. What you guys are doing here is great.
It's unbelievable.
I can't wait to come back and try the food. That's for sure. It's definitely a vibe in here. As soon as she's not pregnant, we're gonna come drinking for sure, 100%.
Well, you got
Yeah.
a designated driver now too,
Yeah,
so
well, we got a
Kati
little- yeah,
can
we-
really fuck you up, and she can drive you home. So.
Yeah,
That's good.
I think you guys are both doing, and everybody, your whole establishment,
People know you
guys are
guys
crushing.
outside of this.
You're doing good. You're
I
doing a
hear
good
people
job.
talking about you in fucking Lynn. They're talking about you. Even
Yeah.
there's places in Lynn that are talking about this brunch, what you guys are doing. So it's reverberating what you guys doing. I keep fucking doing it. Keep putting your nose to the grindstone and just, you open that second place. You guys are doing it, dude. It's a vibe. There's no one can walk through these doors and be like, they're not doing it right. You're doing it right. You're
They're
getting
not feeling
experience.
something.
Yes, you're feeling it 100%. Everybody that walks through these doors
Walk
feels the
through
same
that door,
way.
You're feeling something.
or even saying like, oh, this. I get this when I go here. Like, no,
Yes.
you don't. Like,
No,
there's
no.
no,
They-
there's no other place that you can walk in and get this type
Definitely
of
not
experience.
in the North End.
But
When
you also-
I
you're-
can't even think of anywhere in Boston, but let's just say in
Yeah,
the North
let's just
End.
stay in the
nowhere.
North End. Let's stay in the North
Yeah.
End. You can't.
Yeah.
And then if you want to jump outside of that, good luck. Like, you can't.
But
So-
you also grabbed your own business by the balls.
Yeah.
And ran with it, which I admire, because a lot of people do just, they'll, like you said, you hired the GM. He's running around telling people he owns a place. That's crazy. One. But
Sounds like something you would do.
yeah, exactly. But, your own decisions, whether you succeed or fail, it's on you.
We're not
And
gonna
I'd
fail.
rather, no, of course
That's
not.
It's not even a
dictionary.
word.
Of
we
course
took that
not.
out of our dictionary. That's not in our dictionary.
But
Yeah.
but I meant before where
I get it.
you decided where, you know what, I'm gonna put the ball in my court. I'm gonna put the business on my back, and I'm gonna put my fucking nose down and grind out. And you have to admire anybody that does that. 100%.
If I may say, this industry, and I think any good business in general is about many people. It's not about one person. How I got into this is I got my master's degree in global entertainment and music business at Berkeley School of Business in Valencia, Spain. Learned zero Spanish while I was over there, but but got a master's degree, and I got that with the intention of kind of going into the music industry. I wanted to manage artists. I still help one in Baltimore and one in Florida, just as a friend. And I was like, I really want to do that. And then I came back. I came back from school. I was working property management for my family, and obviously not what I wanted to do either. And I was like, I want to move forward and closer to where I actually want to be. And so I tried to get a job, a management position at the Grand. And I walked into a job fair. Number one, they didn't have any management positions available at the time. Number two, I had zero fucking experience. I had all this education, no experience. And I said, you know what? They actually, I didn't even ask. They said, listen, we love your energy and your passion and whatever, can offer you a job in security. And, people who came maybe from where I came from and had the education that I had, would have said no.
Yeah. Why would I do that?
But I also know, I know the type of person I am. And I talked to them about what I wanted to do. And they said, well, we have this manager and training program. After 6 months with the company, you become eligible to apply to that. So once it's not guaranteed, but you can apply to it. And I said, okay. On the exact 6 month day, that's something I want to do, but I'm here. I have the weekends. I'm working during the week. I have the weekends, and I'll do it. Shook my hand, whatever. I started the next weekend, and I worked 3 months maybe at Scorpion Bar in the Grand in the Seaport. And then I was actually hired for the security team at Big Night Live. I got over at Big Night Live, and then the second that I became eligible, or as it was approaching, I reached out to my boss, Joe. He was the head of the security team. Great friend of mine. Tons of respect to him. He just started his own security consulting company now, and I've promoted that. He's a big mentor to me, and he's the only person who took me seriously. The second I told him I wanted to get into that, he put me in touch with the GM. He said, hey, you want to talk to this kid? And I went in for the interview, talked to them about some of the things I saw at the Grand, like layout-wise, like the bottle girls coming out from the bathroom, and you're wasting the security guy back there having to stop everybody from coming out of the bathroom to let them out. If they laid the place out differently, you'd be saving all this money on security, whatever. I grabbed their attention. I got into the management program. I started it, went through it, and got into a management position right as the pandemic hit, right? And that was kind of crushing for me because, I'm somebody who kind of pulled the arrow back to go forward. I was all in on it, spent 6 months, working nonstop, gave up a lot of my weekends, gave up a lot of my time, and not necessarily because I had to, it's because I really wanted to get into this. And then the pandemic hits, clubs are shut down, fuck you,
crazy, yep.
See you
Everything
later.
gets put on pause.
Yep.
And that's when I had to think. I mean, I spent the summer, it started in March, I'm not gonna lie, I fucked around the whole summer. I went to LA. I visited friends in California, and I drove the coast, and I came back September, and I said, clubs aren't opening. I was waiting for the clubs to open, right?
Yeah.
Clubs aren't opening. What are you going to do? Maybe this is my chance. I see that the shutdowns are going to continue for a little while, but I felt that it's not going to continue for forever. And so with, once again, no experience in a different industry, I said, I want to open a restaurant. It's something I wanted to do. I've been throwing events since I was 16, organizing house parties and stuff at college too. I like the entertainment. That's why the music and the live pairs with me, because I do love music. And I said, I want to get into the live. I want to get into the venue side of things. But if I'm gonna, in Boston, you have to serve food. Basically the nightlife thing for a couple reasons. I had a good friend of mine say, don't open a club. His uncle actually owns a restaurant. He said, don't open a club. You want to open something maybe like a lounge, something that transitions. You can do the food, you can do the nightlife, and it's more sustainable, right? Yeah. It's long term, and you're hitting different markets. Some of the best advice I got, besides my father telling me after we looked at 9 places, take the one in the North End on the top of Salem Street. That's a fucking home run location. It's small, I know that. Think of a new idea. But what I did is I said, I got to get some fucking food experience. I've never touched a fucking sandwich. I don't know how tickets come into the kitchen. I've done the front of house stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'll be honest with you, I took a job during the pandemic. Everything shut down in Cape Cod at D'Angelo's. I took a job at D'Angelo's, and I applied for Sub Place.
Wow,
100%.
Papagino's D'Angelo's.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Wow.
Took a job, and I applied as a manager there. And I got into another manager and training program at fucking D'Angelo's and shut my fucking head. All my friends knew, people were cracking jokes, whatever it is, what it is. I said,
Jokes now.
they're asking me for a reservation now.
No shit.
Yeah. But I just knew, I said, hey, and honestly, I give my father a ton of credit. He said, listen, you can't open a fucking restaurant and not know anything about
Yeah.
food. I got Learn to Serve certified. I understood the ordering, the inventory, but I was driving from my family's place on the Cape down to Fall River for the fucking 2 months training program. Then I got the job in Falmouth. And then I worked there for 5 months. So the total thing was 7 months.
Right.
And just like learned a whole new appreciation just for, people in general and the industry and the stuff I saw in Fall River. I didn't grow up. My father had a tough upbringing, and I was fortunate that he made it out of that. And I didn't really have, I don't want to say I had a tough upbringing at all. I was very fortunate and supported with my family and education and all that. This was like a step back for me, and I'm so grateful for it, because on the human level, the stuff you guys are talking about, the service industry and the way people treat people and all that, I saw so much shit that made me, it's stuff that I've applied, not just from Big Night, and I went and worked at the Lions Group after that. I'm going to try and cut it short here, but how to treat people and how to motivate people.
Yeah.
I would have worked for a lot of these places a lot longer if I felt supported or valued or whatever. And just
We're in the Lions group.
I worked at the Liberty Hotel. I worked at Scampo and Alibi, and that's another scenario where I walked in there through a family friend, got connected to Lydia Shire, and walked in there and said, "Hey, listen, just want to be a part of a good company and be around you. I'll work for free as long as it takes you to think I'm worth paying." I worked in the kitchen for a day because I didn't really have a focus and whatever. And they're like, "Hey, we think you're better for the front of house." And I said, "Yeah, I mean, that's where I want to be anyway, I think, after seeing it all." And then, got into a position there and helped them at Scampo and Alibi because it's right across the hall.
Yeah.
For the next 7 months, and GP, the general manager over there, he helps at Rochambeau too. He's a mentor to me, and he's somebody that I still text and call for advice. I worked for him as long as I could while trying to simultaneously open this place, and I got to a point in like September where I was like, "Listen, I know you're short staffed, or not short staffed, but I know you need help covering and whatever." And I hate saying no to people who are good to me, because he started me in the management thing. He was showing me how to close and do all that, and I learned so much there. But I said, I can't be here anymore. I'm trying to open this shit by Halloween. It ended up being December, but I was like, I can't be here anymore, and I'm sorry. I have to go.
December 6th, December.
December 7th. Throwing a big 2-year anniversary party, but
So it's been 2 years?
it's coming up on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
that's
just
awesome.
it was a lot of pieces, and it was a lot of things that like put together, and just trying to get people to take me seriously as like. And like I said, I don't know if you were there the other night. I was giving his son Mario and his friends advice about, they're like 22 or whatever, 21,
21.
and they're like giving me respect because I'm 28, and I'm like, listen, if I could give you guys advice, don't stress. You can fuck around still, but if I could have done one thing, I would have zeroed in earlier on the industry that I wanted. Like, I wish I was waiting tables. I wish I was in the kitchen earlier. I wish I didn't have to fucking go get a master's degree and then come back and whatever. So, it's been a lot of shit. And just the pandemic was the opportunity. I never would have been here. Look at this location.
I know.
It was just good timing, and bought the license for as little as we could, and put a little bit into it over time. It's just if you really want to do something and you see a chance, believe in yourself and do it. And it's a lot about people. There's lots of people who have contributed to this place, and Danny's a huge one of them. And it's just gratitude, and it's treating people the way you want to be treated. You get a lot more out of people that way. Forget about money. You can throw all the money you want at people. Give them some respect. I want your ideas. I'm giving people interviews in here because what I don't have in money, we make up for it in a following. We've got 22,000 followers. We're growing. People are getting other jobs from here. People are getting whatever.
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
So it's a lot about people. A lot of people have made this place successful, and that's basically the summary of what I want to say. A lot of people have made this place successful. I'm a small piece of it. I try and hold everybody together and keep everybody motivated.
You're a big piece of it.
Yeah.
He's a huge piece. He's a huge piece of it.
Yeah.
You ask anybody in this, you ask any of us in this building if he's not here, who they like to look to.
Underselling himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I mean,
let me tell you what this place would look like without Danny, and
of
what it would
course.
look like without you and Katerina and Luis and everybody in the back and everybody. Honest to God, like, if anybody's trying to do anything, no matter what, where it's not just you, if you're not doing coding or something online, whatever, and there's people involved, it's you want to show respect to everybody and understand that you are a small piece of whatever you're doing,
and that's
and
what
that garnishes success.
And that's what you do, and that's like not even the hop on your own strings, but like I tell these guys, they ask me all the time, how's it going, how's it been, when you get a new job and you hear people make a comment about this, they'll be like, you know what, this is cool, but then, you know, they got this and that. I mean, you can ask them transparently. I've said you guys are the best people I've ever worked for, strictly based off the fact that you give a shit.
Yeah, better than your mother, too.
Yeah, better than my mother. Better than my mother. You actually give a shit about your people. You give a shit about your team. It's your team comes first, because you know if you have a good team, you know if you talk to those people, you know, in concerning spots, like that's the ultimately the product that comes in front of everybody else.
War for you.
Is a real. We will. I know. Everybody in here would go to war for any of these guys. It's all, you know. You take me out front real quick. You're like, oh, you busy? I'm like, no. You're like, notice anything? You know, you tell me about the front of the building. I end up, you know, not like it all comes to plan, but you actually listen to what I have to say. You know, most places, they give a shit. They give two fucks if anybody on their team has a reference or a preference to something or something that they see from somewhere else that maybe we could integrate. They just don't even want to hear it. On the other hand, you have two guys over here that are open ears always, and then also it's always an open line of communication. It's very caring, it's very hands-on. It's not just like a hey, how you doing, like pass you. Like he comes up to me all the time. Like he'll come up to me all the time in the middle, because he understands like we're working our ass off. If it's a busy Friday night, Saturday night, if he knows I'm on a double, like, yo, you need a break to go get a water. Yo, do you need a break? Do you want a French fry or something? You know, do you want this? Like anything. Can I help you in any way? Most people would just put the in Reese's peanut butter cups.
Gotta slide those in.
In any like other position, I think people that are higher up like that, they take the high road and they'll kick their feet up and just be like, it is what it is. Like if he sinks, he sinks. If he swims, he can swim.
Yeah.
That's
but
stupid on them, though.
you guys
That's
aren't
why
you guys aren't
how
like
we
that.
think. We want
No.
you guys. If you guys don't make it, we don't make it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean,
Absolutely.
think about it. You send a waiter or waitress out there with no experience, no knowledge, it hurts the company.
Yeah.
Not only it hurts them, it hurts us with sales.
Yeah.
Like
Of
you
course.
need to know what the fuck you're selling.
Yeah, of course. We talk about experience. Yeah, you're gonna taint that experience. You're not, you know, my job, especially every time somebody comes in and I have a table, it's to hit a home run every fucking time I'm swinging for the fence. I want to make sure that these people have the best time, whatever they drink, whatever they eat, whatever questions they have about the restaurant, so that the next time that they come back, and that's the main goal, is that they come back, they're thriving and drooling from the mouth to tell. Once they get out
We
that
gotta go
door,
back.
we gotta go back. Yo, you gotta call Johnny. We gotta get the girls here. We gotta come back. Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta do my aunt's birthday here. Oh, they just told us about Sunday brunch. We gotta go to Sunday brunch or Wine Wednesday. That'd be fantastic.
And when you approach it as like a former server or bartender, when you approach it like that, as opposed to just approaching it as in I'm trying to pay my rent, it comes across like so that you're gonna get your pay, you're gonna get your money regardless. When you build a rapport with people, they come back, they take care of you, they're telling their friends, all this
We're
and
building
that.
a culture.
Exactly, you're building a culture, and that's
Steve, does your windows
that's
open
what
out
it's
front?
about.
They open out to the outside?
On the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually pop out too.
Oh,
That'd be
good.
nice if we came here on a Sunday brunch, just sat outside, not to fuck with their shit.
Yeah.
And we could just like hear all the madness coming out. We just
Well,
did
the
it out
Neptune
front.
line. The Neptune line hears it every Sunday.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's looking over there. While
yeah
they're
they're
waiting
like,
in
what the
line
hell's
for 2
going
hours.
on out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, were you open during COVID? Were you allowed to do outdoor or no?
So we opened at the perfect time, and that's kind of how I tried to time everything. I said, you know, hopefully things are going to open up in 2 years after the start of it. And we opened December 7th of 2021. We dealt with maybe 2 months of restrictions, the masks and the bullshit and whatever. Opened right up. We were granted the same patio they were granted during COVID in front of Chase Bank on the corner because we don't really have any space on the sidewalk. And we were granted that for the first year we opened. Denied it this year, but we're not going to get it political. We're not going to get
Yeah,
into
we
that.
don't have to get
I
into
know,
that.
we don't
Yeah,
have to
it's
get
perfect.
crazy.
It is
fuck,
what
fuck Mayor Wu, but
I
that's
didn't say
fine.
that, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
I remember, and I know you were there, Al. You were at the forefront of the North End Committee. I
fuck
remember
them.
seeing you on the videotapes, like straight in the front of the row.
It is
No,
what it is.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that is a perfect time to open though, because you missed most of it. But you guys are definitely an addition to the neighborhood, 100%. Like anyone that says anything different is a fucking hater.
Yes.
I came in here with I feel, and I hope everybody feels that in the neighborhood. I know a lot of the restaurant owners, and so does Danny, but I feel that You know, I came in here with my head down like I always do, with a lot of respect and always deflecting, saying, hey, listen, of course we can't would never try and compete with you guys, with your phenomenal Italian food. You guys been here 100 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. I'm not trying to do that. We're on the corner of the North End, not trying to be in anybody's way, trying to offer something different on their way out or in to the North End. We're doing craft cocktails, we're doing beer. We're not in anybody's way. It's a different thing. If anybody feels like that, you know, maybe they need to, if the times are changing, they need to refresh what they're doing. You stick to your roots, but upgrade your shit. Yeah. You know, it's a lot about social media. It's a lot about, you know, the visuals, and of course the food and the drinks have to be good, and we do that here. Yeah. Anybody who says that we don't is absolutely a hater. Yeah. Or you know, we have a bad day here and there, of course. But if you come back more than once, you're not going to have two bad experiences.
No,
so definitely.
Hey, you guys are killing it.
I say you just go fucking. You know, you still do. You should just go fucking straight Italian. Do the meatballs, do the pasta. Say fuck everyone around. Fuck the neighborhood.
That's so boring.
We're gonna do that with escalated fucking drinks. You really can though. Yeah. No, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is you guys found the perfect fucking niche. And not only did you find the right niche, you fucking hit it out of the park at the same time.
Yeah,
that's two things that you guys did. That
it's not easy to do.
You could say you want to do things, but this, when they walk through the door, it's 100 times different than anything to do, and it's hitting on every single level.
Thank you.
It is. Yeah. You guys should be very happy with yourself.
Seriously,
and I can't wait for that second location. That second location I know is going to fuck. Because you're going to probably have even more room, and you're going to fucking even kill it even further. What do you guys think?
Anybody walking behind me.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. You know, honestly, we have really, as small as the place is, we have some of the most talented people in the city, and that's top to bottom. That's everybody, front of house, back of house, whatever. I didn't open a restaurant to be second. You know, I didn't do this to just open a corner spot and have people walking by and make ends meet. We're trying to build a brand, you know, and we have other ideas besides Wicked Craft, but you know, we have absolutely some of the most talented people in the city, and we're dealing with so many restrictions. Got a beer, wine, and cordials license. Have to shut at 1 a.m. Can't do live entertainment in here when I'm friends with every DJ in the city. It's like we're still doing it. Yeah. You know, I got a 49 person capacity. It's fucking absurd. Yeah. And I got to tell you, we're still doing it. And the people that are in here all have the capacity and all have the talent and the ability to step into a venue 5 times the size of this with a full 2 a.m. liquor license and an entertainment license. And like I said earlier, someone said when that happens, it's over. I don't think like that. I think there's a lot of room to go around. The reason I'm in Boston instead of Atlanta, Miami, whatever it is because I love it here. I grew up south of the city. I'm not from Boston, but I'm from Massachusetts, and I grew up south of the city. I spent a lot of time here. I love this city. It's a serious spot for medicine, for education, and I see that the entertainment is lacking. Koji Group, Marielle Evans, Lolita, all them, I think they're doing it absolutely the best, and I think there's room for more. I don't think there's any downside to opening, honestly, 50 more phenomenal spots in the city. I think it's starving for it. I think it's desperate for it. Yeah. And nothing to do with Koji or Big Night or anybody, but I think the bigger you get, the harder it is to maintain authenticity with your people, and it's just a byproduct of getting big. And so something I'm going to try and do, and that's easy to say with one restaurant, but something I want to try and do as we grow is maintain that connection with the people. I may not know everybody's name when I walk into a place, but I'm going to say hi, and I'm going to say, how you doing? And I'm going to say thank you. And that's something that I didn't get from a lot of places. And it would have made a lot of difference. I may still be working for some of those people today if they had said fucking hi instead of, does that person work here? You know, is that, you sweep that up? Yep. Hey, hi, how you doing?
That's a good mentality.
Yep. Hi, how's it going? You doing all right?
How's your day, man?
If you don't mind, could you sweep that up? Or I'm sorry to bother you. Just want to double check. Do you know that person? She walking back there? Yes, sir. She works here. She has a backpack. She's a server. She's going to change. I would never let anybody by who doesn't work here.
Yeah. If you have the time, have the time to go up and grab somebody, you have the time to just fucking do it yourself.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I understand too. It's like I hosted here for the first year. At a certain point, you're trying to move the ball forward. You can't do everything yourself, and I get that. But you can speak to people with respect, and you can talk to them like a human being, whether they're making $16 an hour or they're on salary for $200,000. Yep. It's like, talk to them like a human being and watch how much you get out of them. I swear to God, I mean, I was planning to work for some of these companies until I was 30, 35, whatever, play it safe, get the experience, get the connections. And I just saw the opportunity and I wasn't happy with what was going on necessarily. And I thought I could do a better job. And I jumped and I said, it's now or never, let me do it. But I'm a loyal person. I'm a real loyal person. So if I felt like I was fighting for something or acknowledged, I would have gone to bat 100% and said, oh, clubs are reopened. When can I start? Boss, you know?
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, when you start talking down to people that you deem less than you, like
Well, that's where you're in trouble.
that's where you're a piece of scum.
And
you're
they're
just
the
a
building
scumbag.
blocks
Like,
of your
that's-
business,
It's
which is
crazy.
Those are
crazy.
the people that make you who you are.
Exactly. They don't understand that. It'd be
You know,
like,
people don't want to do that little grind. Last week we had somebody, he had to clean up, throw up on the hallway.
Didn't say a fucking word. Did it with a
Didn't say-
smile.
yeah.
Did it?
Gave him 100 beers at the end of the night. You know,
Yes.
thank you.
He
Thanks
did
so
us-
much for doing that.
Appreciate
We
you.
appreciate
And
that.
that's
Did us a
real.
favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
no shit.
By the way, and
Because
the
if
fun
he
was
said
Slam.
no,
We're
well,
busy up
you're
front.
gonna have to do it. Yeah, no
We're
shit.
busy up front. Something
When
I won't do
you're
it.
in the area that if somebody is you take care of and you treat with respect, they'll work for you for 30 years. They will.
And by the way, when I can, I'm the first person who takes, you know, a great amount of gratitude in rewarding those people, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, before me, you know, and honest to God, mean this, hold me to this, okay?
Yeah.
Before you see me driving a new car, I want Danny, Luis, Katya, and a fucking, yeah, car's just a metaphor, you know, whatever. I want to see you doing well in your life before me. And my spotlight, I don't like being on camera. If you watch the social media stuff, it's not that I don't like being on camera, it's irrelevant to me. I like the business looking good because when the business looks good, everybody looks good. We all look good. Oh, all I gotta say is, hey, yeah, Wicked Crafts, my spot, our spot. We run that, and they know that from what they see, it's doing well. I don't need you. I'm not the guy on camera. It's irrelevant. And if I'm sick or I gotta open another spot and can't be here so much, they don't miss a beat. It's about the place. It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about the people. It's about the people, but it's about the collective people.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know?
all about you. Essentially, is what
No,
you're trying to say.
it's not at all.
Yeah, and you guys are killing it on social. I don't know what you're doing on social. Your fucking reels are unbelievable.
I got
Whoever's
us to
doing it,
10K by myself.
whoever's doing it, you guys are doing a great job, dude. It's fucking looks slick, dude.
Dwight
Slick.
Brown on Unruly Creatives is the best in the city. If anybody needs social media, he's a little expensive, but if anybody needs anything, he's got different packages. I got to be honest with you, and I'm not afraid to give away the secret. Like, same thing with Danny. First guy I got on an interview, I'm trying to do the whole team, management team at least, but it's like, I want you guys to know how fucking unreal this guy is. I want you to know how good Dwight is. It's these people who do things a step above, 2 steps above everybody else that makes me look good, that makes us look good, that brings in money for the servers, the bartenders, everybody in here. It totally and completely matters. And I've invested a lot in the best people, you know, when maybe I didn't have the money. And a lot of those people have given it back 100 times. You know, I ask Dwight all the time, hey, I know it's not in our content calendar this month or whatever, but can you give me an extra or whatever? I respect him. You know, I take the team out. I treat everybody like whatever, and you get a lot more out of people. You know, when it's a real relationship. And I don't like working with anybody just based off of a contract or whatever. If I'm not vibing with you and we can't collaborate and we can't talk and we can't connect and I can't hear you say, "Hey, Steve, that's a shitty idea," or "I think we could do it better." You know, I don't want you around, honestly. And that's a big piece of why we're here and where we are and where we're going is like having real people who are passionate about it. They're not just here for a check. MJ is like putting his fucking soul into the place. Dwight is saying, I can't put that out. Or he has other people who work for him. He'll be not yelling at him, but being like, "Bro, that shot wasn't good. Like, you can't do that for Wicked. Like that, take it down, do it again." That means a lot to me. This is my whole thing.
Of course.
You know? We got a lot of talented people here, you know? So, of course, the social media is doing good. We got the best.
You guys, like, you're doing exactly what you need to do. I wouldn't change a fucking thing. I'd keep going. Obviously, keep an open mind with certain shit. But my question is, who's the worst type of customer to walk through the place? You don't have to say, like, the specific person, but, like, in general, what's the worst type of person you like to, like, that you hate to bend over backwards for?
People who think they have more money than everybody else. You know, it's like, I got to be honest with you.
That's a good one, yeah.
I got a whole other chapter, a whole other podcast on the shit that I've done for some fucking people in here. And it's like, you know, I'm not your bitch and I don't need to be spit on by you and whatever. I'm not bending over backwards for you because I have to be honest. I can tell Big Nick and I can tell Raul and fucking Eddie and Bates, toss you the fuck out of here. Okay? I'm not like that. I want you to have a good time in here. I want you to be great. I spilled some shit on some fucking kids. I didn't spill it. I was bringing him a martini that he asked for to the table when he ordered from the bar. Like, I didn't have to do any of that. And he's fucking in here throwing up the signs and doing whatever in front of the camera, the shit that I hate more than anything. And he bumps into his own espresso martini and spills it all over himself, and then tries to get all tough. And by the way, I'm not a big guy, but this is a smaller guy than me.
Yeah.
You want to go outside, this and that, whatever. I was like, no, dog. I know you're going out after this. I got a Wicked Craft shirt downstairs, a white one. Let me toss you that. How much time you got? Give me 15 minutes. I'll dry it. Thank God for Danny. He's a godsend. Danny's got the sweet apartment upstairs, looking at the bridge, everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, buddy. And he's off. I'm like, hey, buddy, can I come upstairs, use your hair dryer, whatever? It's my hair dryer in his place. I don't want to, obviously.
Well, I don't grab my hair.
You know what I'm saying?
The girls
But
stay over and go, why do you got a hair dryer?
you know what I'm saying?
For you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, give me a second. I'll dry it off. Bring your white shirt back down. Here's another one. And like, I don't got to go into the whole story, but step after step of me trying to be accommodating to this fucking kid with his fake Cuban on, whatever, was just more and more of an asshole. And last Sunday, I told security, I said, hey, don't let that kid in today. Fuck that kid, honest to God. Because that if you're gonna disrespect me, you know, if you're gonna disrespect me, you're gonna disrespect everybody at the bar. You're gonna disrespect the servers. You're gonna disrespect the runners. You're gonna disrespect the people sweeping the floor. I don't want that vibe in here. I want everybody in here to be happy coming to work. I want everybody to have good energy in here.
Yeah, it ruins the whole
And those
thing.
people
vibe,
people that think that money is everything, fuck you. I'd rather make $1,000 less today, have everybody be happy in here, nobody quit, and we run it up for another fucking 5 years together because they feel safe and happy in here.
Yeah.
And fuck your money. Honest to God, fuck your money. I'd rather 200 people with a little money than you coming in every week and bossing everybody around and thinking this and that, whatever.
Thinking you're the
The
shit,
worst
yeah.
type of people on the planet are the ones who think that money's worth more than being genuine and saying, instead of tipping me $200, say, appreciate you guys, love what you're doing, thank you so much for letting us in tonight, and we're going to be back and we're going to tell our friends.
Yeah,
it's
I
worth
agree.
way
That's
more.
worth so much more to me.
So
Way
much.
more.
That's worth way more.
People that think you fucking owe them something.
Fuck
They're
you,
the
bro, honestly.
worst.
Yeah,
Honestly,
fucking worst.
yeah.
What?
He just said it. You know, there's people that'll come in, and you know, they'll act like Steve's their best friend just because they know of him and they know of like Wicked, and like that's just not the way
Yeah,
to
but
go
you can
about
tell
things.
if people
like,
are fucking
See,
phony.
put it like
See,
they
that
do the
doesn't
whole-
bother me though. That
like
doesn't bother me if they think the owner's their best friend. It bothers me when they try to act like you're not the owner, so you're a bitch. So like when you start talking to my workers or stuff like that, like you're less
Hey,
than.
grab Steve.
You're talking less than, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden Steve comes over and it's like, oh, Steve's. Oh, what are you're talking all nice? No, you're even a bigger piece of shit to that because you look at him as he's got money.
Yeah,
But the person that doesn't have money that you put in your head that he doesn't have,
I'm the server.
that he's a piece of shit they're looking down to. That bothers me almost more.
Nico makes this place fucking run. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking
I don't know
about?
how
You
that's
know,
possible.
look at his fucking sales, okay? And tell me that he doesn't make the place
He's a good
run.
time.
Yeah, but let me say
That's how the girls love him.
say this.
I don't know why.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
some,
The guys too.
Hey, you should have seen it in here.
I don't know
It's
about
the guys
that.
too.
You should have seen it that Saturday. They were chanting his name, shaking their asses,
Yeah,
standing right
they
here.
were, they
Yeah.
were.
It was right here.
Was those black girls you were talking about?
No, it wasn't. It was a whole different group, but yeah, they were
You misheard it, blind.
So I
They
go
were
back over to
blind.
the corner and they're all looking at me. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm just being me. They're like, all right, just keep being you then. Just keep being you. As I'm getting another board of another 12 shots and and I'm dancing on with these people and happy birthday to these. It's all this place brings the best out of me and the best that I can be. It's like make sure everybody, you know, it's
That
the same
feeling's
thing. Like,
infectious though. Like
Yeah.
when one party's having a good time, naturally it should bleed into that party.
that's
Yeah.
exactly
You know
what
what I mean?
happened.
That's
I
what
didn't even
should
mean for
happen,
that
like,
to
buying
happen.
Shots,
but-
sending shots
Of
over there.
course,
this and
that's
that.
how it
Yeah.
should
It's
be.
unmatched
Like,
energy.
yeah, that's what you need to do. So you get that on one party, it's just going to naturally transfer.
I mean,
Yeah.
it cost him $500 that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Just to sum up that thing too, like, you know, when I come over and whatever, after somebody's saying, oh, I know Steve or this and that, I 100%, even if it may damage a relationship with a guest, that's on them. I 100% say, hey, listen, they're just doing the job. They're doing the right thing. They're doing exactly what they're told. I support everybody in here 100%. You know, I'm never going to side with somebody who's spending a ton of money that day, who's acting like a fucking piece of shit. I'm always going to say, you know what, no matter what you think our relationship is,
take it easy on the people who are just trying to do a good job and take care of you. I don't like the way you speak into those people. And I think a lot of that comes from working in those roles. You know, security, especially when you're like a huge security guy. I was just like a, you know, in shape, like regular. Yeah. It's like, you know, you don't garnish tons of respect. And I'm just very used to like people talking down to me in those roles and working at a sandwich shop and whatever. And it's like, you know what? Who do you think you are versus me? By the way, you didn't know that I was going home to a house on the water every night after working in fucking D'Angelo's. Yeah. You didn't know that I could have been fine collecting unemployment. I don't need this job. I was trying to better myself. I was trying to learn something. I'm doing my best. I don't need you to fucking try and say something about me or try and like get disrespectful about anything. Yep. So I think some of that is still like within me subconsciously and always will be. Fuck your money. Even if I got the biggest bills in the world and the bills are big, you know what? At a certain point, I'm going to stand up for everybody in here because I'm trying to kind of teach people a lesson still, you know, about how to act and how to talk to human beings because I experienced so much of that. So I get a lot of gratification about going over to somebody who thinks they're a big shot and trying to dap me up and saying, hey, I don't like the way you just spoke to Nico. I don't like the way you're talking to the bartenders. Are we going to be good or does something else have to happen here? You know, it's like, not the environment that I'm trying to create here.
I agree. I appreciate your money 100%. I appreciate you as a guest, but I don't fucking need your money.
Yeah.
I don't need money that's going to be like that. Like, I appreciate everything that you do, appreciate you being a customer, but you can't be acting like that. I think that's a normal reaction.
And we appreciate that you love the place. Yeah. And I appreciate that you spend money, especially when they say, oh, I spend so much money here. I appreciate that. I don't ask you to do that. And if you want to do that, you're coming into our space, come in and do it respectfully. These people work hard. We're doing a good job. And we're doing something above and beyond and different than other places. You whatever you want to say, there's a lot of people copying us. You can't get exactly what we're doing here, and we're constantly upgrading it. So be careful the way you speak to people in here. I'm not afraid to say, we're full today. I'm not afraid to say, you know what, check you at the door. I said, when they show up today, because I know they will, because they love the fucking place, they're here every Sunday.
Yeah.
Stop this kid at the door and let me just talk to him before he comes in here and make sure the energy's correct today.
So we know.
Because I didn't like the way that he was speaking last Sunday. Want you to come in and have a good time, appreciate your business, appreciate your money. But if you can't act appropriately in here, take it somewhere else, honestly.
You find you have a lot of like repeat people coming in on Sundays and shit like that, or just
Sunday especially, because we're doing something that nobody else is doing, but people are trying, but we're doing something unique. Sunday is a big like repeat guest day, and even like for more recently, I see people coming in. The kid with the chain and the nice suit, the tall African American kid. He was here last Sunday. He came in at the very end today, yesterday. We were closing down, and he comes in. He's like, my cousin's in town. I had to bring him here. I was like, bro, I'm sorry. We're doing last call in like 20 minutes, but thank you. Come back earlier next week. Whatever. Like that's a huge compliment. Coming back 2 weeks in a row when there's other places to go.
A lot of other stuff you could be doing.
That's huge to me. That's like I said, me and him watching the place be totally empty when we were still, I think, doing something good, you know, that's huge to me. If you come in with a humble attitude and gratitude and appreciation for the place, I will bend over backwards for you. You'll think I'm the fucking whatever, whoever's setting the table. I'll do whatever the fuck for somebody who's coming in here with a good attitude. Yeah. And I will bend over backwards. I will go above and beyond.
That's someone you take their number and then he texts you.
We had those women from Texas. We had these women from Texas. Yesterday. I think it was yesterday that came in. They needed to try the espresso martini so bad. That they came in, they showed.
I can see why they like it, by the way.
They had a whole.
Give CJ the credit.
All the credit, bro.
Give, the bad.
All the credit.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, do you guys want to hit on anything else before we wrapped up?
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'll tell you, just in the spirit of Halloween, you guys probably think I'm crazy. Danny already shit on me, but I'm going to Salem right now. I got to catch a fucking ferry. I got to catch a ferry in like 35 minutes.
Jesus Christ. We should take the ferry.
We don't
I'm smart. You know, I bought my, no, you're not holding me up. You guys do your thing. I'm just saying, you know, I know I'm a madman going to Salem on Halloween.
Yeah, I told him good luck. I told him it's going to be fun. It's going to be just a lot of chaotic fun.
Yeah.
A lot of chaotic fun.
You going with the girl?
Maybe a few.
Maybe a few.
There he goes. He's a savage. We knew it.
But no, you know the thing is, I feel like this about everything. It's like, like I want to go to Salem for Halloween, or I want to go to whatever it is. I want to go to Nantucket for the 4th of July.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe next year. Maybe I'm like, I'm forcing it. I know I'm forcing it. I bought the hotel fucking yesterday, whatever. Yeah. But it's like, am I gonna wait another year? Life's short, buy the fucking ticket,
Enjoy.
do it, and then later you'll say, yeah, it was a fucking shit show. I'm not doing that again. But take the experience.
Steve,
do
you
it.
gotta do
for
it.
sure.
You gotta do it. So like we feel like we're almost like desensitized to it, like just like we're desensitized to the North End on the feasts.
Yeah.
If you've
Yeah.
never been here during the
Go.
feast weekend, you gotta fucking go.
You gotta go.
You
Take
never
the
been to
what?
Salem?
Danny
Same
knows.
thing.
Yeah.
We know,
Yeah.
he's been here coming out here way longer than I have,
Yeah.
way longer than I've been alive. But it's like, go walk through the fucking feast. Don't
You
be
gotta do
frowning
it.
about the
Yeah.
streets being busy. Put a fucking smile on. It's
Yeah.
a very unique thing, and for somebody who's not here
Yeah.
and not from here, it's spectacular.
And it's only for
Yeah.
a certain amount of time.
Go pop by the feast.
Yeah, it's
You know,
not.
Being from here, you're always bumping into somebody you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
been? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were dead.
Yeah.
What happened to you? I thought you were dead.
I went to your funeral.
Yeah, I could have swore I went to your funeral, buddy.
You guys keep going. I gotta go, but I
right.
appreciate you all.
We're actually
Thank you
we're,
so much.
we're
Steve,
wrapping
you're the
up.
best,
You
buddy.
guys,
No, 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 hey,
thank you for
thank
having
you.
us.
Honestly, it's
It's
an honor to
been
have you guys
tremendous.
want to do
Thank
this.
you.
in here, and
We'll
I-
definitely see you around
you so
100%.
Any, by the way,
All right.
anytime
All right,
you want
yeah.
to do it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, we
I
had a
think we
great
gotta come
time.
here Sunday brunch. I would love to do it right in the front, just see everyone coming in and out.
Get him or pop out or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you got a mobile mic? Or
We
something?
can do anything.
We can
But
do
I think we
anything.
do it out front and let you guys fucking have every 49 seats that you have
You
and
guys can
fucking.
sit. I'll
That's
do-
what I'm saying.
I'll park my car awkwardly, so there's like not enough space for someone to park. You guys will just get like some foldable chairs and
Yeah.
sit in between.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'll
Yeah.
We
do
really
that in a
could do it.
second.
We
Yeah,
really
we'll
could
do
do
it.
that.
I'll throw my fucking van out there. Who
That
gives
would
a
be
fuck?
fun.
No, we'll have a great time, dude. That's awesome. Dude.
Regardless,
I love
come
this
by for a
place.
Sunday, enjoy the food,
Yeah.
enjoy the
Yeah,
drink.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for having
We'll
us.
schedule Nico that Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
I have a
definitely.
game on, don't worry.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. He knows.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
see you,
Thank you,
Steve.
Steve.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kati.
Kati's the best too.
Well, can we get her to
What
do
drinks?
the bad brain real fast?
Yeah, send her the picture.
don't
Don't give her
have
your
it.
number. Don't ask for your number. Shit.
Ask her to do a bad brain.
Do a bad brain
real
one.
quick.
We want to we have to get a social post with the bad brain logo if we can.
Let's see if she
Whoa,
can.
Just have it say bad brain.
Let's see if she can do it.
Yeah, we're wrapped up.
Yeah, we're wrapped up.
Are we wrapped up? Are we sure?
Yeah, we're wrapped up.
Okay. Hey guys,
wrapped.
fuck his fat sucker. Thank you guys. Love
Like
you.
and subscribe.
We're just